Yeah. Welcome to the show. What's today? Thursday?
No idea.
No idea.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Jimmy. Appreciate it. Crowder will be joining us. He is en route to a hotel room. I don't know where. I don't know how that sounds, but that is the truth. He is en route to a hotel room.
At least not in a closet.
I mean, yesterday's show was definitely in a closet. It was hanging clothes in a closet. These Miami Marlins, I mean, you'd be remiss if you were doing a show in Miami and you didn't start. And again, I'm keeping an eye on LeBron. Adam Schefter had a thing today where he says, my gut's telling me Miami.
Yep.
And now, admittedly, Adam Schefter is an NFL insider, not an NBA insider. But as Omar Kelly pointed out on Twitter, like, these guys are tied in with agents and agencies, and very rarely would someone say something without maybe some modicum of knowledge. But again, let me hear it from Shams or Chris Haynes or, Schefter may just be guessing, but he said Miami is the destination that he's feeling.
Schefter has broken NBA news before.
He has.
Like, just randomly, he'll break news for ESPN.
Yep.
I don't think he would have this over Shams.
No.
But, yeah, I mean, who else should we be hearing from on this? Who else in the sporting news breaking world would you like to hear from on this?
I mean, we talked about it yesterday. I think the decision has been made for a while now, and I think that there is a rhyme and reason as to when and why they're going to announce it whenever they do. Miami is certainly in the running. You've never heard anyone say absolutely not, and that would be easy to do. My gut still tells me Cleveland, but I would not be that surprised if he's like, yeah, I loved Miami. I think they still have a house down here, don't they? If they don't have a house, they're down here all the time.
Yeah.
And this is all about happiness. And then I saw today that LeBron, wherever he goes, he does not want to be the centerpiece. It's one of the reasons that he's talking about taking minimum money is because he does not want to be the centerpiece. Well, if you play with Giannis, you're not the centerpiece. Giannis and Bam. Now, Donovan Mitchell, of course, you could make that case, but I mean, Harden? Like, I feel like you're still the centerpiece there.
They'd have to trade Harden. That'd be my guess. They'd have to move Harden.
I guess.
Hawk, from the very beginning, when he announces he's leaving the Lakers, I felt like it was Cleveland or Miami. Those were the only two. Golden State would be fun. I just don't think LeBron would stay in the Western Conference because, to me, this for him is the last opportunity to go win.
The easiest path is in the East. There's no question about it. You don't have to go up against Jokic all season long. You don't have to go up against Wemby all season long. Like, there's no question.
Come to the East, and the only two legitimate suitors would be Cleveland, obviously.
You could throw Philly in there, too.
I think Philly's interesting, but he's going to go to another team.
That's the weird part.
Another team, it just never made sense to me. I could be wrong. He could be signing the contract with Philadelphia right now. I don't know, but it never made sense to me. Philly, Boston was bandied about a little bit. It was Cleveland or Miami. And I, gut feeling, in my heart of hearts, believe LeBron James still wants to win another championship or multiple championships and play for championships. And to me, that's why Miami, after getting Giannis Antetokounmpo, is just so much more enticing than going to Cleveland.
And by the way, the brain trust that was here when he was here for the 4 seasons, still here. And his easiest path to the finals 4 times in a row was in Miami. Period. End of story. Did it 4 times in a row. So it's certainly a possibility. And I do believe that there could be a farewell tour, a double bookend to his career. 1 final season in Miami, followed by a final season in Cleveland. I don't put that past him because I think that might be a proper way to end his storied career.
Why cap LeBron at this point? People have been trying to cap his career, end his career for years. Why are we capping LeBron at 1 more season? That's what
that's the thing. That's the thing. Why couldn't it be 2 more seasons?
3.
Could be as many as he wants.
Honestly, I mean, this is a dude that has done nothing but be excellent at basketball.
Yep.
And at 41 years old continues to be excellent at basketball. And now he has the opportunity to end his career how he wants. Yeah, Cleveland would be great from the storybook ending standpoint, for sure. Like nobody would deny that. It would be great to see LeBron hang it up in Cleveland, but why does he have to do that this year? I don't understand why everybody is just assuming, or a lot of people are assuming, that he's going to go back to Cleveland for 1 year and call it quits. He can go to Miami for a season or two, compete alongside Giannis Antetokounmpo under the tutelage of Pat Riley and Eric Spoelstra, who have proven to him that they can improve his circumstances to win year after year, and then go hang it up in Cleveland for a season.
Easy. So, but I don't want to get bogged down in that before we talk about the Miami Marlins, because the Marlins, it's a staggering run of success right now. They were close to, they may have been, but I know they were close to 10 games under 500 in May, right?
9 games.
They were 9 games. So they were close to 10 games under 500. And they are, what, 8 or 9 games over 500 now?
Yep. 51 and 42 are the Miami Marlins. They have the 6th best record in the majors. Only 5 teams have a better record than the Marlins. The entire AL, the American League, is a dumpster fire. So it's just the Braves ahead of them and the Phillies ahead of them by, what, a half a game right now? Which, by the way, you play the Braves and you play the Phillies. The Marlins are legitimately going to have a chance. They're going to hold their own destiny to beat the Braves and the Phillies after the All-Star break in a couple series against those two ball clubs, and literally be able to win their division and make it to the playoffs.
Well, let's not, again, I know what you're saying about the American League. They've still got, what, 4 games left before the All-Star break. So let's hope things continue down the path that they're headed down. But they are fun as hell to watch. They're just fun. And like we talked about yesterday, I don't think it's an aberration. I think they have legitimate skill. I think I was listening to Tobin today where he was saying there's no gaping hole anywhere.
Right.
Like, you don't look at their lineup and go, oh my God, the outfield is so bad. I don't know how they're doing this with that outfield. I mean, they have quality at just about every position. So it's been fun to watch. It's been completely surprising to me. As much as I disagreed with Clayton McCullough pulling out Yuri Perez, I applaud what he's done this season and last season. And Peter Bendix, you were an early adopter on Bendix. I was not a believer, and he has proven everyone, or certainly me, wrong with the results this season. Again, still in the first half of the season. Things can happen. But, man, for me, July 9th, this team playing as well as it's playing, surprise, surprise. I applaud everyone in that organization.
It's fitting that the only team in the American League right now that has a better record than the Marlins
is Tampa.
The Tampa Bay Rays. Like, it's just fitting that it's working out that way. The Marlins, as we stand here today, have a better record than the New York Yankees, which I just love. And, Hawk, the one thing Tobin said today that really stuck with me, he opened up the show with, this doesn't feel fluky because they've already had their setback.
True.
If they were going to fold, it would have been after May, where they were entering May on May 31st, 8 games below 500. Like, they would have just kind of fizzled out, and we'd be talking same old Marlins, same old story. And it doesn't feel fluky to the point where they're just going to have like this catastrophic end of the season because they're doing all the right things properly. And I don't know, man. I'm really going to regret tweeting out when Clayton McCullough pulled Yuri, I'm not watching the Marlins anymore this season. I'm really going to regret that tweet because I've been watching the Marlins every single night.
You could have been Billy Gill, who called for his firing, which was a little extreme.
I learned from you. Don't call for anybody's firing.
That one will come back to haunt you, as it did with me and Paul Maurice. Let's get headlines. We have a really good show today. I like to call it a loaded potato. Mike Cunio is going to join us, and Rod Allen, Marlins broadcaster, is going to join us so we can give some love to the fish. So let's get headlines here. Start out the show. Crowder will join us once he gets situated in a random hotel in a random city. Headlines brought to you by Darrell Kia in Miami. At a Domino's game, you'll always find your abuelito. And when you want a low price, you save with your Pricito. Save now with your Pricito at Doral Kia.
This was interesting from the Milwaukee Bucks GM yesterday, John Horst. He spoke to media, or he had a sit down with The Athletic, I believe. But either way, he had some comments regarding the trade that they ended up accepting from the Miami Heat and why they chose the Miami Heat. And he said, quote, "The Miami opportunity presented us with the best path in totality, and that's why we did the deal. But again, there's a human side of this and a respect factor of Giannis. And what's best for Giannis was to execute the Miami trade." Hawk, we were unsure. Does Milwaukee have any reason to perhaps acquiesce to what Giannis or what's best for him and maybe his desired location because of the way things ended? And it's clear as day now that A, both sides hated to see each other go, but it was probably best moving forward. And B, the Bucks were still willing to do right by Giannis Antetokounmpo. He clearly wanted to come to Miami, and it might be the reason that ultimately he's in a Miami Heat jersey.
My guess is it is the reason why. Because pound for pound, Jaylen Brown is better than anyone they got.
Best player that would have been available to them via trade.
Now, again, you can talk about all the pieces and draft picks and all that stuff. But if they wanted to replace a superstar with a superstar, they had an opportunity. I think they did right by Giannis. Again, that falls into my line of thinking, and I know a lot of places don't feel this way. I do. I thought the Heat owed Dwayne Wade something, the Hassan Whiteside season where he ended up in Chicago. I thought the Panthers owed Sergei Bobrovsky something. Like, I do believe there are certain players who meet this threshold of, hey, do right by them, because you couldn't have gotten any more out of them than when they were with you. And Giannis certainly reached that threshold in Milwaukee.
The difference between Giannis and Dame, Giannis won them a title.
Sure, yeah,
so,
yeah.
Like, there's as much as maybe the relationship soured by the end of last season, he won that city a title. So, they probably feel like they're forever indebted to him because of that. And they want to leave the door open to a nice return at the end of his season.
Correct. Although Portland did owe Dame better than what they did to him.
For sure.
They did. Whether he won them a title or not, he was owed. He was the ultimate team guy. Portland. Even when he was playing with
CJ McCollum.
Yeah, and Scoot Henderson. Like, right. I don't know. He may have been the season that he was gone. But, just he was owed better than what they did to him. And he's back, and it's obviously water under the bridge. But
the Jaylen Brown stuff, you were gone for that trade. I can't remember outside of the Luka debacle, because I don't think we'll ever experience something like that again, where everybody unanimously is like, what are the Dallas Mavericks doing? The reaction to that trade, Hawk, the next morning was like, what did the Celtics just do?
You're talking about the Jaylen Brown
trade. The Jaylen Brown trade. Yeah. What did the Celtics
I think
do?
Ira said it to us earlier in the week, that it literally was a hard cap situation.
Yeah.
I think it was, I don't think they really cared for him. I think that's pretty evident. And I think they felt they had crossed a line with him being so publicly available in the Giannis trade that maybe there was a genie that wasn't going to be able to be put back in the bottle for the upcoming season, that maybe you lost him a little bit. And so I feel like Brad Stevens just felt at that point like, hey, we've got to make a move. Whatever it turns out to be, we can't go into next season with them.
There is a World Cup game today.
Yeah.
Thank God. We've got footy back. France is going to play Morocco during our show at 4 o'clock.
1 hour and 45 minutes from now.
I don't know if you're interested in perhaps laying down a little wager or two, but you let me know.
Nah, I'm good with the roulette portion of the app.
What have you done for the last 18 hours since we've been off the air?
I did play some ambient-induced roulette last night, which I didn't find out till this morning when I saw that I had made a withdrawal.
It's a good move by you.
There's 0 left in my account.
Bet move by you. That's going to be dangerous.
Gonna be dangerous.
Yeah. And $0, I imagine it didn't go well in your ambient-induced state.
Did not win one number.
So that's happening today. The Marlins, as Hawk mentioned, they do play today as well. It is going to be another 6:40 p.m. first pitch. I imagine the LD will have the roof closed today because it is a scorcher in South Florida.
Who'd they place on the IL? Is it Owen Casey?
Yeah, Owen Casey.
Yeah.
Bummer. That's tonight against the Mariners. The Marlins, by the way, they can sweep their 7th series this season. I believe, their 7th series sweep of the season. And those tickets, by the way, are still $5 if anybody's interested.
I watched on TV last night. I thought there was a decent crowd last night for a Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Like a Wednesday night against the Mariners. I thought there was a decent crowd.
Even Tuesday.
What was the announced crowd? Do you know the attendance?
I have no clue. I'll check.
Even Tuesday, like, it was pretty decent. Yesterday, it was definitely more people in the stands. But this is what happens, right?
Yeah.
They start winning, people are going to start going.
Well, I mean, but that's anywhere. I don't like that's not unique to Miami. And I don't blame people, by the way.
Yeah, once you have a little hype around your team, people are going to start showing up to the games. And the hype, like a lot of baseball accounts outside of South Florida, just MLB accounts.
People are into the Marlins.
In on the Marlins. I did a hit on BetMGM a couple weeks ago, or on Saturday, actually. And these dudes were based, like, one in Dallas and one, I think, in the Northeast. And while we were backstage before the hit, they're like, man, the Marlins are fun this year, man. Yeah. Marlins are fun.
I can't find the attendance.
It was 10,545.
Not great.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, a normal Wednesday night against the Mariners would have been 4,000. Yeah.
3,000.
I'm not kidding you.
Yeah. Your weather, scorcher. Legit. Hot as hell outside. It's in the 90s today in South Florida. Tonight, the lows are going to drop into the low 80s. That weather report is brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping homeowners stay safe this storm season. Visit tornadoroofing.com for a free roof and window estimate.
If it gets announced that LeBron is coming to Miami, your reaction will be what? Like complete elation?
Euphoria.
Like the first time?
Not like the first time, but yeah, euphoric.
And if it's Cleveland, if it's not Miami?
I'd be a little bummed at this point because I've almost convinced myself this is going to happen. I've convinced myself this is the best spot for him.
It is the best spot for him.
Basketball-wise.
Yes.
He's won here already. All the reasons we talked about. And, Hawk, if it was going to be Cleveland, why wouldn't he have already announced it? Like, if it was going to be Cleveland, why would he be holding on?
Well, why hasn't he announced it anyway?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, we're both in agreement that he's got to know already. He can't be weighing choices still, can he?
What, Minnesota?
No, I think, again, between Miami or Cleveland, like.
Yeah, it's gonna be euphoria because once again, the Miami Heat steal LeBron James away from Cleveland, which is just funny to me.
Right.
The idea of the national media losing their minds once again that LeBron would dare choose Miami over some of these NBA cities that they believe deserve a true champion. So the hate.
Also, there would be criticism, even though it would be completely unfair. There would be criticism. Oh, Giannis is going there, and so now he's going to go to a place that you knew you never was going to go before. Like, there would be a little bit of that because we've talked about that a little bit. I don't think it affects his legacy at all. But, yeah, he'd be having an easier basketball path.
And we're the epicenter of the NBA again.
We're the epicenter of sports. We've got Leo Messi on Inter Miami.
Yeah.
We've got the best hockey team, I believe, assembled in the NHL.
Easy.
We have Malik Willis with the Dolphins.
Right.
We've got the Marlins.
Otto Lopez.
And Yuri Perez. The Hurricanes played in the national championship. They're coming back with arguably a better quarterback. Like, Miami's feeling it right now.
Darian Mensah, baby. Darian Mensah. I was reading an article this morning why this is going to end up being Mario Cristobal's best roster since he's been in Miami, coming off an appearance in the national title.
I mean, you throw LeBron into this mix, Holy hell.
Cocky Miami fan is back, baby. I cannot wait.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Lion. All right, Mike Cunio is going to join us in the next segment. Does he know it's National Sugar Cookie Day is the question.
When's the last time you think Mike Cunio had a sugar cookie?
When's the last time Mike Cunio had sugar? Cunio is going to join us in the next segment. Cheetah Pompano, great spot to watch a game or a fight, and there is a big one Saturday night, and the fight's going to be at Cheetah Pompano and Cheetah Palm Beach. UFC 329, Conor McGregor back in the ring. You can watch the entire card at Cheetah Pompano or Cheetah Palm Beach. Obviously, soccer, you want to watch it this afternoon. Cheetah Pompano or Cheetah Palm Beach. They've got every match on, so you can watch all the remaining matches at the Cheetah. Cheetah Palm Beach is having a sexy luau party on Wednesday, July 22nd. You head over to Cheetah Palm Beach for a day of food, drinks, and good vibes. There will be a free luau lunch special, 11:30 till 3, a roast pig carving station, $5 sex on the beach drink specials, $25 bar tab giveaways, a hula hoop contest with a $100 grand prize, and more. That is Wednesday, July 22nd at Cheetah Palm Beach. But don't forget, soccer today or McGregor on Saturday night. You head over to Cheetah Pompano or Cheetah Palm Beach. Get all the details at cheetahsofl.com.
This is Hawk, Crowder, and Solana.
You're not going to learn anything about sports on this show. I'm sorry, you're not. But I know McDonald's.
He probably can't recall the last time he had a Kit Kat.
Text the word KIT to 20357. That's 20357. For more info, you can go to WQAM.com. It's a text contest. Message and data rates may apply. Do not text and drive. If you want to win the soccer swag bundle from Sinbad Sports, text KIT to 20357. Mike Cunio from CBS 4 is on the Toyota of Hollywood hotline. When's the last time you've had a Kit Kat?
Oh, man. I might sneak one in on Halloween. Just one or two of the little minis here or there.
Seems
but
doubtful.
But yeah, I can't remember. Kit Kats aren't even like that great. So
what's your go-to candy bar? I know you don't eat candy bars, but what would be your go-to?
Crunch. I used to love Crunch bars, and we go to the movies. You get like the little Crunch, like the little
bunch of
crumbles,
Crunch.
and you put it bunch of Crunch, and you throw it in the popcorn.
I don't like that, but I do like the bunch of Crunch.
Okay, well, you could just sit there and be wrong, but it's fine. Yeah. A little salt and sweet.
Yeah, but I mean, come on, what are we doing here? I mean, popcorn.
What do you mean?
Popcorn kind of stands pretty well on its own. Bunch of Crunch kind of stands pretty well on its own. This is my take on affogatos, by the way, because coffee's great on its own. Ice cream's great on its own. Why would I want to dampen either one of them by putting them together? And so that's why I don't like affogatos. That's why I don't like dipping the bunch of Crunch into the popcorn.
But that's like saying cookies and cream. Cream is good on its own.
No,
cookies
it's not.
is good
what
on
do you
its
mean
own.
Cream is good on its own? Where? When have you had a bowl of cream?
Well, the cream inside the Oreo is delicious.
Yeah,
and
but
the cookie is delicious too. Why mix them together? Well, because they go great together.
No, yeah, because they don't stand well on their own. That's the whole point of it. When have you ever said, you know what I'd like right now? A bowl of cream.
Bro, you know what? I can tell you just went on some bougie vacation because your first combo that came to your head was avocado, not even like peanut butter and jelly or cookies and cream. Like what happened to you? You've changed in these last these last 2 weeks. Also, the problem is bunch of Crunch. I'd finish it before the previews were over, so that there's also a way to elongate the snack throughout the movie.
Today is also National Sugar Cookie Day. I can't imagine you've had one of those in a minute.
Why'd you call me today?
So let me ask you this. I want to talk about the Marlins. I really do, because they're worthy of being talked about. But let me just ask you something that I asked Solana at the beginning of the show. If LeBron chooses Miami, what's your reaction going to be? And if LeBron doesn't choose Miami, what's your reaction going to be?
So if he chooses Miami, my reaction is going to be buckle up, because I was an intern when the decision happened. In fact, I was on I remember perfectly. I was on South Beach with Adam Cooperstein. I was his intern. His was Joe Rose's intern. And Coop ditched me to go to Dwayne Wade's watch party to go get Dwayne Wade's reaction when LeBron made his. So he left me at a random sports bar with no car in South Beach. but it's just buckle up, because I remember also the piece of advice, because I was also a producer at that time, and it was the heat of the lead. It was that simple. Like, no matter what, the Heat were the lead story, and that's how it would be again. So if he comes to Miami, the Heat will likely be the lead story night in and night out for this market. I don't want to say like no matter what's going on, but it'd be hard to top them as a story with LeBron James coming back, because they're in instant contender status again.
But would you put them at the top of the East? I would. I think they're better than the Knicks if they had LeBron, Bam, and Giannis.
I don't know. I think it would honestly be like some sort of kind of like a horse race at the top of the East, because I think a lot of the teams would be very close. Like, you have the Knicks and you have the 76ers. I think I would drop Cleveland down a peg because of this. If they got him, I think they'd move to the front of the line. But I think it'd be a horse race where it's like you got these teams that have 55 to 60 wins and kind of just see who ends up slotting there 1, 2, 3, or 4. But it would come down to between probably the top of the East decided by a couple of games, not by much. But if they don't get him, the reaction would be, I want to say, but it's like now the East is top heavy in a way that I think the West would be top heavy. You would have a couple of teams, especially if you went to a team like Cleveland, because I think Cleveland, New York, Philly now are just kind of at this same tier. And if you don't want a guy who's going to win a championship or has been there and done that, LeBron's the guy. And now the Knicks also have those guys, whereas if you went out West, it'd be kind of, I think, behind. Even if you went to like the Warriors, he'd obviously still be behind, I think, the Spurs and OKC out in that conference.
What's the reaction if LeBron does end up choosing Miami, Cunio? We haven't really been able to figure out, are people going to have this same animosity towards the Miami Heat with LeBron on it once again, like they did in 2010? Probably not to the same extent because the circumstances are different, but can you see this same like target on their back if he comes and he joins Bam and Giannis?
I don't think the national vitriol will be there like it was last time right out the gate because of everything that went down with the decision. But I think Miami fans in general will invite it because that's kind of like what we like. And to that us against the world mentality, I'd never seen anything like that, where it really felt like night in and night out. It was Miami Heat fans versus everybody else. And maybe a little bit of that comes, but I think LeBron maybe is a little different person from then to now. It's not like, as he says, like his college years were here, where it's almost like a brash thing where, oh, I'm just going to team up with D-Wade and Bosh, and we're going to go not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4. I think it's a little different now. I think his role changes no matter what team he goes on. I think for each team, it'll be a little different. But yeah, I don't think the national media will hate Miami like it once did. I think LeBron's just kind of a polarizing guy in general. You'll have the haters and then you'll have his defenders as usual, but it won't be like it was in 2011.
But I was just curious, your reaction, not necessarily what the league's reaction is going to be, but your reaction. Will you be elated if LeBron is coming here as a Heat fan? And will you be dejected if he goes to Cleveland?
I would be elated if he came here because I just think the story's great. It's like it's LeBron 2.0, but it's a different version of LeBron, and you have a different cast of characters around him. I think it'd be awesome. If he went to Cleveland, to me, I think that's like the least exciting storyline of all the options. So I'd just be like,
really? But
okay.
It would be pretty obvious that it would be his farewell season, though, if he went to Cleveland.
Right,
no?
but it's like, but that's it. It's just like he's going home for one last thing. Because imagine this: if he goes to Philly, he can do something that I don't think we've ever seen, maybe in sports ever, where he goes to Miami, wins a championship, goes back to Cleveland, wins a championship, goes to LA, brings him a championship, and then would go to Philly and possibly be a champion. And then I think really the Michael Jordan conversation has to stop. Because if he could go to the championships followed him wherever he went, there they went. If he went to 4 cities and brought them a title,
wow.
And they were there because of him.
If he made some sort of NBA tour and every single place he stopped at, he won a title. Yeah, that's something that.
That's why I think Cleveland
MJ didn't win one in Washington. Yeah.
Right. I mean, what were you doing, Jordan? Like, come on. You had everything you needed.
I think it'd be great if MJ came back for one more season with the Bulls. like let's do LeBron one final one in Cleveland this season and MJ.
MJ just sits in the corner with the cigar and just launches threes.
I just saw Barry Jackson tweet out that Dolphins have one national TV game in the preseason, Giants at Dolphins, but then it says ESPN, which owns NFL Network, is going to black that game out locally, giving CBS4 exclusivity for that second preseason game. Look at you swinging the big one, Cunha.
Well, let's, that's all me.
All right, let's talk Marlins. So Marlins are worthy of being talked about. Do you think this is some sort of aberration, or do you think, hey, this is a playoff roster?
No, I think this is a playoff roster, and it's not because it's like, well, if one thing falls apart on this team, I think they're in trouble. I think they're showing there's different ways to win. They can power their way back into ball games. I mean, Roberto Hernandez hits that big 8th inning home run the other day. Kyle Stowers has pop. Joe Mack, no, not the greatest hitter, but there's power there too. Otto Lopez, for as much as he's been an average hitter, he can leave the park. I think there's a lot of different ways the Marlins can beat you, and I think maybe the most overlooked way that they're probably getting all of this done might be defensively. And I think you just look to Joe Mack joining this team behind the dish and what that's meant for this organization. I think that's maybe one of the more underrated call-ups of the year when it's all said and done, if the Marlins don't make it. But look, I think you can see a clear change in his team once he got back there.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you about, Cunha. Is that not the craziest part about this entire, turnaround from this team? It's not that, they got their guys who were injured to start the season healthy. It's not the fact that some of the prospects have kind of turned into guys we expected them to. It's not even the fact that the Bendix, like trial is starting to come to fruition. It's the fact that they called up a catcher who, in a month, is leading the MLB in catching guys stealing second, and that was like the spark to this entire turnaround.
It really is. So you look at the pitching now, outside of Max Meyer, because obviously he started most of the year unbeaten. Basically what it means is anytime your starter puts like a guy on first, the other team has to really think about how aggressive they want to be against the Marlins, knowing that Joe Mack is back there and can kind of eliminate a leadoff guy pretty easily. They don't have to necessarily get him at in the batter's box. There is that potential that they could be thrown out at second, and it's higher than most teams. He's at above 40% right now for throwing guys out. So just that element, like those are the things this is the thing that made me fall in love with the 03 Marlins team, was how small ball they played and how the little things, the fundamental things were always there. And it was kind of like a really unique team put together. And that's where I look at this team. I think there are things they need to work on, but they're still young and growing. But the fact that they're able to have fun and they're showing that their talent can win games and they've hit on some of these guys, that's to me what is really makes me believe that they're going to be a playoff team come the end of the season. I just really think they're going to be there in the mix. And at the least, they're going to be a tough out, like a very big problem for other teams who might be trying to make the playoff.
You're not considering doing a feature on Joe Mack, are you? Because you did one on Matt Mervis and wrecked him.
Anyone else? Would you like me to do a feature on somebody? Like, am I the mush? Like, is there anyone you'd like me to
feature on Solana?
We feature Solana most Sundays on.
I know.
And look what it did to Uruguay. I mean, they haven't been the same in the World Cup.
Erroneous.
In fact, it infected USA against Belgium. I thought I was watching Uruguay out there when I was watching that match.
That's right. Well, it's funny. The last question I had to Solana the other day on the show was, real quick, now that Uruguay's out, who are you rocking with? He's like, okay, of course the United States.
And
of course they lose 4-1.
And now he's speaking great about Joe Mack, too. You're killing us. You're killing us, Solana. Hey, somebody points out on the chat, and this is fair. If Jordan was able to just pick the best teams and move every couple years, because it was a different league back then, you couldn't do that. They're saying if Jordan was able to do that, he'd have racked up a championship wherever he went as well. He didn't. He didn't.
He didn't. But we've seen guys like KD moves around from team to team that have.
Well, that's why he's not in the conversation of who's the greatest of all time.
Right, but he's one of the greatest scorers of all time, and he has a title. And he was a guy who went to Golden State to go do it. But when he went to Brooklyn, I mean, they were like a toenail away from going, but they missed their opportunity. Missed opportunity when he was in Phoenix. Or hasn't really gotten there with the Rockets. So, I mean, I guess but also, why would Jordan have left any of those those Bulls teams? They were loaded.
He wouldn't have, because we saw Jordan without Scottie Pippen never won anything. So without Scottie to carry him.
No. He goes and teams up with Charles Barkley. I mean, they laughed their way to a championship. I mean, that's just the reality of it. I'm sorry. I know how much you love LeBron. I do as well, but MJ is far and away the better basketball player.
I don't know. I think they would have. I think they would have gotten like Detroit Pistons, like rough and tumble, like with those teams. I think it still would have been tough back then. I won't necessarily think they would have walked away with titles every single year.
Cunha.
What?
Cunha.
Yeah.
He's right.
Look, I'm a young man. I don't remember the.
I know.
80s,
That's
90s.
right. I mean, this is ridiculous.
Don't back down, Cunha. No, you're right.
I don't know if you saw on Instagram the other night. I posted video from the show. I ordered in Flanagan's, and I'm so old that instead of French fries, I got coleslaw. How do you feel about coleslaw?
Oh no.
Because you're young.
Because
you're young. Yeah.
No.
Not that you would do French fries, because you wouldn't eat that, but you would get vegetables. You would never get coleslaw.
No.
Yeah.
Never get coleslaw.
Yeah. Young people don't like coleslaw. Old people like I
you like salad swimming in mayo.
Yeah.
But it's not even salad. It's like the worst possible type of salad.
Cabbage
just
is
cabbage.
delicious.
It's like
Cabbage
the
is
bottom of the
delicious.
mixed bag that you buy from Publix. You know what I mean?
Huh. Yeah, I don't agree with you. But I did agree with you when I was your age. And then I got to be my age. And I'm like, ooh, cold, refreshing
At your
coleslaw
age,
in
you
a
just need the
styrofoam cup.
fiber any way you can get it.
Oh, I mean, my favorite smoothie is Miralax.
Oh.
But Cunio would never eat coleslaw because it's just mayo.
It's mayo and
Yeah.
sugar.
He's not eating that.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
Cunio, do you
We-
keep your car clean?
No.
No? Wow, we had it.
No,
pegged wrong.
life of a reporter, like every reporter's car is just a mess. You got credentials everywhere, you got clothes everywhere.
Really?
Yeah, like rain jackets, umbrellas, hats, food, because like you're sometimes you're eating on the go a lot. No, my car is not clean.
Did not see that coming. We
Suits,
had talked about you having a fastidious life and a clean car.
No, everything else for me is usually pretty clean. Like the car is like my deep dark secret of where it's all messy. Like if you open my car, it's just a mess.
I had you going like every Monday morning before going to work, El Car Wash.
Right, vacuuming it out.
Every Monday he
that's
does
so you
that.
can't get his
See,
week started.
The problem with the car wash is you got to do it yourself.
Yeah.
And
yeah. Not my wheelhouse either. All right, Mike Cunio from CBS4. We love you, Cunio.
love you guys.
All right, take a break. Come back with more Hochman, Crowder, and Solana.
This is Hawk, Crowder, and Solana.
I used to spray paint raccoons and see if they come back in my yard after I catch them.
It's a great move. I'm ready. I am ready. Everybody's ready. We are loaded up here for the 3 o'clock hour. Crowder has signed in from some nameless, faceless hotel in some nameless, faceless city. I'm not certain that he can hear us or not, but he is there. And hey, where are you? Where are you?
I am in. Where am I at?
I don't know.
I'm in Fort Myers.
Fort Myers. Very close to, I believe, a Whataburger, one of the few Whataburgers in Florida. Yeah, that's how I know where everything is based on where the fast food establishments are. And then Brendan Tobin is here in the studio with me and Solana and Jimmy. Tobin was waiting to record something at around 3:30, and I saw him sitting around. I go, hey, why don't you jump on with us? Because
appreciate it.
We need someone who knows sports every now and then. And if he's just standing around doing nothing, you might as well.
Rather do this, waiting around for UFC fighters. Trust me.
Are you going to be watching the McGregor fight
of course.
On Saturday?
Yeah.
Does he have any chance to do anything?
No, he's going to get killed.
He's just old. He was old on his last comeback, wasn't
he? Yeah, he was old on his last comeback. Max Holloway, even though he just lost to Gaethje's too good. I mean, McGregor's always got a puncher's chance in the first round, but I don't know, like even like around like the fight week, he just looks like he's lost his aura, you know?
Yeah.
He's trying to do the whole
hold on, we got a 305 alarm.
It's 305. Dale.
God bless.
Dale.
Thank you, Jimmy.
You're welcome.
305 is sponsored by Miami Lakes Chevrolet, where you walk in as a customer and drive out as family.
Yeah.
Go ahead, you were saying.
He was he's doing the whole, he's found God, he's given up sex for the fight camp, all the plays of a rehabilitated fighter, you know. So, and I don't think anybody wants that kind of Conor McGregor, you know. Even at least if you're going to tune in, you're not going to be good at fighting anymore. We want the shenanigans,
right?
Heady play by him, though. Get accused of several very disturbing allegations and just go straight to I found God.
It's the same thing Russell Brand did. It really is.
You can find God. I don't know about this whole give up on sex thing.
Yeah, that's a ridiculous thing.
Yeah.
I've been doing it for years.
How's your fight skills? You're probably top of the line.
I could knock out Bernie too, man.
That's right. McGregor's last victory was over Bernie.
And he cheated.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Cheap shot.
Took Jason Jackson right out of his broadcast game. Like the whole thing was a disaster.
There was never like a time worse for that, because I'm pretty sure he showed up late and they didn't mean for it to be at the time that it was. But they did the McGregor bit. It was like third quarter of game 3, and they were getting smoked.
So, it was so bad.
The behind the scenes of that. Remember, I sit next to Jax on the broadcast.
And he had to run down.
So the way that this was kind of set up was Jax looks at Tommy Tig and he says, hey, I think I got to run down in like 2 seconds. Like he's talking to him while play-by-play is happening in queue. Like, can you cover for me after this next dead ball? So now Jax bolts down there. What happens, which nobody was expecting. The face of poor Jason Jackson having to run up through the stands and then put his headphone back on to call the NBA Finals. He was like, he saw a ghost.
Knowing that he had just presided over a disaster.
Yeah.
It was a disaster.
Just all the crowd booing and upset.
But who cares?
Their beloved mascot was knocked out.
Let's get LeBron. Who cares? Let's move on. How do you think? I want to talk to Tobin about the Marlins, but how do you think? I'll go around the room here. I'm just curious. How do you think LeBron makes the announcement of where he's going to end up? The first one we know was the decision with Jim Gray. The second one going back to Cleveland was Sports Illustrated. How did the Lakers announcement happen? Just on
tweet.
Social media?
Just a tweet.
Because my gut's telling me, you've said it like all week, somehow Rich Paul's going to leverage it into clicks and views. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's Max Kellerman and Rich Paul coming out with an emergency pod or, making the announcement. I'm just curious how you guys think the announcement happens.
I think it's going to be more than just a tweet. I think it's going to be a presentation. LeBron is so smart. like everything is calculated. I think it's a very calculated move what's going on. I think he knows he's going back to Cleveland. He might do something, not the Boys and Girls Club thing, but I think he's going to do a presentation with it.
Golf cart with Giannis on the golf course. Like that seems to be the theme. Oh, he loves golf now.
You're solidified in your opinion, Crowder, that he's going to Cleveland? Because I'm starting to vacillate. I'm starting to think that maybe Miami is like, again, double bookend of the career. 2 seasons left. One final go round with the Heat, one final go round with the Cavs.
His wife is from Cleveland. He went back to Cleveland. He did the Cleveland thing. I think I'm solidified that he's going to play for the Cavs.
I got him coming to Miami. I have this gut feeling the same way Adam Schefter out of nowhere has this gut feeling. But I think he wants to win another ring. I've been saying it for 2 weeks, right, Crowder? Like, he wants to win. To me, this is not a retirement tour. I think he comes to Miami, and I think it's Rich Paul and Max Kellerman doing like some live Twitter episode, and they bring him in, and Max Kellerman has some death beam pointed down to earth. One final shot. Andre Iguodala. I think that's how it happens. Like, everything has been so that Rich Paul can get clicks on this with the whiteboard, like, or it's just Rich Paul and Max Kellerman, and there's a team on the whiteboard.
They hold up a whiteboard. like a high school athlete with a hat. They hold up a whiteboard that's got a city's name on it. Be interesting. Anyway, we'll just kind of monitor because who knows when it's going to happen. Tobin, you started your show today, and you're wearing a Marlins hat right now. You started your show today, and I started the show today saying, hey, we got to talk Marlins. We'd be remiss if you're doing sports radio in Miami and you don't start by talking Marlins. And you were saying, which I thought was right on, there's no gaping hole in this roster. Like, they actually, whether you believe this is an aberration or not, or whether you think this is an actual playoff team, you can't point at anywhere on that roster and say, if they can maybe get that taken care of, like, they've got everything kind of pretty well taken care of, no?
Yeah, it's been an interesting run for them because they've been through so many tough things this year with their starters going down and kind of piecing that together. And that's almost where this run started. But the thing that's been impressive about this last 6 weeks is, you know, they were kind of just a 3-man band. It was just Otto Lopez, Liam Hicks, and Xavier Edwards, and maybe someone's going to show up every now and then. And I was getting very annoyed early on in the season. They were trying to make Christopher Morel a thing and, you know, Connor Norby. And then, like, eventually they got to the point of they know who their best guys were. And the big thing of it was, for me, was Kyle Stowers playing like an all-star again. So, you know, once he started coming through, it felt like a lot of the other young bats. The development of Joe Mack has been awesome too, because, you know, that was a big worry coming into the season with Augustin Ramirez.
He's like the talk of baseball, by the way.
Yeah. He's incredible. He's incredible. You can't steal on him. And it's like this throwback, because you almost like give up on it these days. Like, you know, guys are stealing left and right. This guy is like a throwback to pudge off the knees. Like, he's a legit weapon behind home plate. And it feels like it's just kind of brought everything together with him. So, yeah, there's questions, obviously, because they're young. But I think one of the things that I like about it is they've been through some hard things already. They've been able to get through it. They've weathered some injuries. But I don't know. I don't know if they could beat like the Dodgers in a 7-game series, but I certainly think they've proven enough already that they're going to be in this playoff race.
And Tobes, one thing, I've been going back and forth. We talked to Strom. I heard Craig Mish on with Joe earlier. And my whole thing is, I love everybody wants to talk pitching and all that stuff. It's bats.
Yeah.
You have to put points on the board.
Right.
And that's the thing that the Fins are doing right now. The Fish are doing right now. They're putting points on the board. But I'm scared. My question would be, can they continue that? Where Joe Mack's crazy behind the plate. You know, Uri was, you know, I will probably talk about it. He was about to throw a perfect game. All of that stuff told. But can these damn bats keep going? Because that's why I think baseball's won.
Yeah, that's definitely the thing, because they haven't had like a row of young guys who could really match Crowder since Ozuna, Stanton, Yelich. Man, they've had a lot of bums in that lineup ever since. And now you got Peter Bendix, who goes out and he gets an Owen Casey for Edward Cabrera. That dude, when he connects, oh my God, it goes so far. Stowers is rounding into form. He's kind of the heartbeat of all it. And then this Heriberto Hernandez, like, I mean,
He's on a tear.
He's cracking it, dude. Like, you're just, oh my, every of these shots that they're monsters.
He is without question my favorite Heriberto in sports.
No question.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's second?
Heriberto Ruiz.
I knew the last name was going to be something.
Couldn't let it just sit there, huh? It depressed me a little. Jimmy, is he your favorite Heriberto athlete ever?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Are there good Berts in sports? Just Berts?
Bert Blyleven.
Yes.
Bert and Ernie.
Bert and Ernie, not really athletes.
Oh,
but,
okay. I didn't know. I didn't know the assignment.
Bert
Burt Reynolds.
Yeah, he was
played for FSU.
FSU.
Yeah.
Did he?
Jim Burt, wasn't he with the Giants?
I think you made that up.
No, Jim Burt. Isn't there a football player? Jim
He's
Burt?
just yelling names now.
B-U-R-T, Jim Burt. Am I making that up?
Burt Troutman. Footballer.
No, Jim Burt. Yeah, he played for the Giants.
Big fan.
Huge.
Burt. Who am I missing?
Hmm.
Burt Sugar.
Oh,
I
not an
mean,
athlete,
but I mean,
boxing,
wrapped
the
up
hat.
in sports.
Yeah.
Who didn't love Burt Sugar?
rest in peace.
That's your wheelhouse, man. All right, let's do headlines here. Rod Allen, by the way, from the Marlins broadcast team, he is going to join us in the 4:00 hour. Headlines are brought to you by Doral Kia, and if you need to go because you have an interview, you're more than welcome to go. We'd love you to stick around for as long as you can.
I got 5 for you.
Headlines brought to you by Doral Kia in Miami. At a Domino's game, you'll always find your abuelito, and when you want a low price, you save with your Pricito. Save now with your Pricito at Doral Kia.
I wanted to ask Tobin something about the Dolphins because I suggested that it's not completely impossible that they turn heads and win 7, 8, 9 games next season. But there's breaking news in the NBA. Actual big breaking news. It's not LeBron, but the Raptors released a statement regarding our planned trade with the Clippers for Kawhi Leonard. The NBA league office informed us that as a result of the ongoing investigation involving the Clippers, we would assume the risk of any potential outcome of the investigation impacting Kawhi. In light of this, we will wait until the league's investigation is complete.
They don't want to get Terry Roziered.
The Raptors.
Learn
I mean,
from
that's you
Yeah.
learn honestly.
And then you can't trust Adam Silver.
Right.
Because, like, if a mistake happens, he's going to be like, oh, sorry.
But we talked about this all last week where we're like, hold on a second. There's an ongoing investigation. What if Kawhi Leonard is found guilty and has to serve a 2-year suspension or a 1-year suspension or whatever, 50-game suspension? Are the Raptors really going to be happy with giving up multiple first-round picks, Brandon Ingram, and all that for a guy who's not going to be available? I mean, how could you possibly...
we watched it. We watched this
Yeah.
transpire down
Yep.
here. Not to that level because it's not Kawhi, but...
Yeah.
By the way, someone pointed out on the chat, Jim Burt went to University of Miami. Not only is he a 2-time Super Bowl champion and a Pro Bowler, but he's a Miami Hurricane.
Oh, Jim Burt.
Jim Burt.
It's Kawhi. He's not that. It's not as bad as what we did with Terry Rozier. Terry Rozier was gambling. Kawhi invested in a company and got money off of it.
Well, no, he didn't invest in a company. He got paid. They circumvented the salary cap.
Right.
We talked yesterday about the Dolphins. And it's like, hey, if everyone else has $100 million to work with and you have $20 million to work with, you can't field as good a roster. It's just impossible. Well, what if everyone's got a $100 million limit and you found a way to actually spend $200 million? That's not fair. Here's the problem that I have, though. I believe the Clippers are more culpable in that than Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah.
Terry Rozier was completely culpable in whatever he's found guilty of. I believe there's more punishment due to the Clippers organization than a player, even if he was kind of or his uncle was kind of the guy behind putting it all together.
And that's what I was saying. Like, I don't think those are on the same playing field. What Kawhi did and what Terry did.
I think there would be more organizational punishment than player punishment.
This has happened in the past too. Like they're probably going to void his contract, so he's still got a year left. So there's not going to be a trade. So if he ended up wanting to go to Toronto, even if he wasn't suspended, that's why you wouldn't want the trade to go through. One, because as you said, Adam Silver does nothing, especially when he wrongs teams. But two, what do you have to trade for? You could go get him for essentially whatever you have in cap space now too.
So it benefits the Raptors if he gets in trouble.
Yes. It could.
Kind of.
It could.
Yeah.
Is it crazy to suggest the Dolphins could win 10 games next season?
Stupid.
It's so hopeful though. Like, what are you doing that with? You know?
That's the thing. They're markedly worse than they were last season. I love it. I'm optimistic guy. There's no chance. There's just no chance.
Yeah, it's just that schedule is really hard. And they're gonna have to, Malik Will's gonna have to knock our socks off.
I forgot to look at the schedule before making this
It's
case.
really hard.
What division are they in again? Who's in the AFC?
It's really
East
tough
again?
when the Raiders game is a must-win week 1 because you just need to rack up wins.
We got a must-win, Tobes.
Like
week 1.
they put it. They put into the. I saw that ESPN piece where they ranked the Dolphins last, and they're like the X factor for this season, and they're like Chop Robinson. I'm like, isn't it Malik Willis? Isn't it the quarterback? I think that's kind of the X factor. Not
We need
Robinson.
Chop. No, we need Chop. Come on, man. 10 is crazy to say. That's crazy work.
First 5 games at Vegas, at Niners, hosting Kansas City, at Minnesota, and then hosting Joe Burrow. You go 4-1 there. I mean, you're in the driver's seat, man.
Yeah, I don't think so.
All right, boys. Well, thank you for having me.
Who's your interview with that you're taping? Or do you not want to? Share?
No, I don't care. I'm interviewing Gable Steveson, who is going to be the next heavyweight champion of the world. He's making his debut this week. He's under the tutelage of John Jones. He's an Olympic gold medalist, and excited to talk to him.
That guy is my favorite Gable athlete of all time. I can't think of another. I mean, if we're including Gabe, then I go Gabe Kapler, maybe.
Oh yeah, Marlins GM.
Yeah.
Gabe Vincent.
Gabe Vincent, of course. You loved him until you didn't love him.
Bum.
Gabe Vincent's the only guy rooting for LeBron not to be here because you saw the look LeBron gave him at the end of the Lakers run. It's like, bam, can you put in a word? He goes, you know what it is, man. Sorry.
What's his name? Gable what?
Steveson.
Steveson.
No N.
So not Stevenson.
Nope.
Gable Steveson.
I made that mistake because I called his fight in Dirty Boxing. I kept calling him Stevenson.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I was like, oh, it's Steveson.
Yeah.
I apologize to him about it, though. He was cool.
that guy who does what's that eating show? He eats all the wacky foods.
Andrew Zimmer.
Zimmern. Everyone thinks
Zimmern.
everyone thinks it's Andrew Zimmerman, and it's Andrew Zimmern. Yeah.
I
think you called him Andrew Zimmer.
Zimmer.
Yeah, Zimmern.
Zimmern. That's dumb.
Don Zimmer is my favorite Zimmer athlete.
Right. And his brother Bert was a great player.
Yeah, Bert Zimmer.
Bert Zimmer.
Well, when can we hear your Gable Steveson interview?
I feel like 1:30 tomorrow.
All right, 1:30 tomorrow. You can hear it on this radio station. There you go, Brendan Tobin. Always enjoy. What else you got in the headlines?
France and Morocco are going to play at 4. Morocco's going to be without one of their better players, their leading goal scorer in this tournament. He has been ruled out. So that is unfortunate for Morocco. That is the only World Cup game today. Quarterfinal winner moves on
There's nothing tonight?
to the semifinal. That's the only one today. Tomorrow, Spain-Belgium, which is also a cracker of a game. And then Saturday, there's a doubleheader. It's Norway versus England. That's the game being played here in Miami. And then Argentina versus your adopted national team, Switzerland, being played in Kansas City.
Who is the big, tall, dark-haired guy that's covering France, Morocco right now?
Well, it's got to be Zlatan Ibrahimovic. That's my guess.
Zlatan Ibrahimovic. That's a good-looking dude.
He has been so entertaining.
Yep.
He does a top 10 list. Yeah, that's who it is. That's Thierry Henry.
Henry.
And then Zlatan, and then that's Alexi Lalas at the end there. They have been so good. But Zlatan Crowder does a top 10 performers list for the World Cup, but his name is etched in stone at number 1. So his list always begins at number 2 because he always says no one can beat the Zlatan. Like he is so good, man.
Yeah, me and Zlatan can raise a baby together if he want to.
He is a good looking man.
I just want to put it out there, let him know.
He his like career evolution into broadcaster with the United States coverage here in Fox has been so cool because he was known as just like D-bag, like cocky D-bag, but in a fun way. But he was never seen as like this charismatic broadcaster.
It was
guy.
so similar to me for those of us who grew up watching Kareem Abdul-Jabbar back in the 70s when he was with the Lakers. He was the surliest SOB in all of sports. And all of a sudden, he's become like he was in the movie Airplane and he became an actor and like just a friendly person where he literally said, I don't know what I was doing with my personality back then. I don't know why I was so angry. But yeah, Zlatan is like he's affable all of a sudden, which was not his persona.
He got me. I won't lie.
And Zlatan teaming up with Thierry Henry to just troll Alexi Lalas genuinely is funny.
They
objectively hilarious.
They just they just take that guy to the woodshed.
So that's coming up at 4:00 today. France versus Morocco. The Marlins do play tonight.
I would bet on that if you wanted to, Crowder, but my balance is at 0 because of an ambient-induced roulette session last night. That is not a joke, by the way.
They got you.
I guess. I don't recall much of it.
Let me see what I got in balance because I'll play this one.
If you don't remember it, did it even really happen?
Yeah, the balance says yes. I could argue no.
Yeah, Solana, when the balance says what the balance says.
If you're interested, Will Manso tweets out that the Miami Heat store has number 7 Giannis Antetokounmpo jerseys. Seems like they're restocked. Also, there is a rack, 50% off Tyler Hero Kalel Ware jerseys. If anybody's interested in those.
If LeBron came back to Miami, what number do you think he would wear?
6.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
23.
6. He won 2 titles in number 6 plus. Giannis is wearing 7. 6 plus 7 equals 13. Bam Adebayo's number. I mean, it's perfect.
And also 6'7".
That's right.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're doing.
Saw your ALS challenge video.
Oh, I saw that with the pivot. Yep.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, man, they pour that damn water down my neck. The worst part is when it hits your butt crack.
What was Ryan Clark wearing? Some sort of shower cap?
He didn't want to get his hair wet.
I
put my
noticed.
hair up.
I saw. Yeah. I don't know. Well, it was like watching TLC.
We were chasing waterfalls.
Fred looked angry.
Fred did push-ups and bicep curls.
Both of them
the video.
looked jacked, man. Both of them looked jacked.
I didn't know what I came out the back. I'm trying to set up and get the Wi-Fi to do the show yesterday, and they're doing curls and push-ups. And I'm like, what are we doing today? We're just getting water poured on us, right?
Yeah, Crowder looks like he's been eating very good recently.
Like not good, healthy.
Like quality nutritional
right.
meals.
Man, those grilled cheese at night are catching up to me. I saw in the video. I need to start doing some sit-ups.
Your weather in South Florida, it is 89 degrees. It's flirting with the 90s. It was 90 earlier. Tonight, the lows are going to drop into the low 80s. That weather report is brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping keep your home and family safe when the storms roll in. Visit tornadoroofing.com for your free roof and window estimate.
All right. We'll have some fun this hour, and then Rod Allen is going to join us in the 4 o'clock hour. We'll talk some Marlins with him. So we got plenty of stuff to get to, so do not go anywhere.
Ed Morris is celebrating their 80 years in business, and you know how Ed Morris does it. They're going to celebrate by giving us special deals. All their customers giving us special deals on these quality Cadillacs. You have to go to Ed Morris. Ed Morris Sawgrass. They are commemorating the occasion by giving you special savings on Cadillac luxury. You have to look into these all-electric Cadillacs. They are something special. My wife loves hers. Everybody I talk to love their all-electric Cadillacs. Look into these EV Cadillacs. And right now at Ed Morris, you can get an all-electric 2026 Cadillac Optic for just $349 a month and the all-electric 2025 Cadillac Lyrics for just $369 a month. Ed Morris has been family-owned and operated for 80 years. They know how to take care of their customers. That's why their slogan is backed by Morris. They need you to know that you are backed by the best company, 6-time dealer of the year. They are the best at the business. They take care of their customers. They're going to take care of you. Don't miss out on the 80th year anniversary savings. You'll see my friends at Edmore Sawgrass Cadillac, and it's right there off Sunrise Boulevard and the Sawgrass Expressway. You're not going to miss it. You ride past, get off the Sawgrass. It's going to be right there to your left if you're coming north. Right if you're coming south, and you're going to understand why. They know what they're doing, and they're the best. You're going to ride in. They're going to be amazing customers. They're going to be amazing staff. They're going to be a beautiful lot. They're going to be beautiful vehicles. You got to get to Edmore Sawgrass Cadillac. Go to EdmoreSawgrassCadillac.com, and you got to be backed by Moores. I was just telling you the other day, I'm backed by Moores. They emailed me. My tire was going flat, and they emailed me and they text me, and I didn't even know my tire had a hole in it. And they were like, "Hey, your tire pressure's down. Bring it in. They're going to watch out for you with oil changes, with everything else you need." Being backed by Morris doesn't end when you lease the vehicle. It always is there. You got to be backed by Morris. Click EdmoreSawgrassCadillac.com.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Are you wearing khakis right now, Joe?
Well, Paul Simon, you can call me Al. Is this for anything in particular? I'm looking at the show sheet. I don't see the tie-in.
No, nothing. Just played it.
It's a great song. Great music video. Featured Chevy Chase. All right. France and Morocco will get underway in about 25 minutes, 24 minutes. We'll keep an eye on that. Marlins are hot as hell, and we're going to talk with Rod Allen in the 4 o'clock hour. But before today's show started, Crowder, Solana said to me, how would you like to do some trivia? I said, okay, I like trivia. I said,
trivia.
I hope it's not sports related, but he said, no, it is, unfortunately. And I said, okay.
Uh-oh.
And so here we go. We have like 10 minutes here. I don't know if this requires any sort of open or setup, but this is something Solana's been working on.
This is a trial run,
Okay.
and I'd be willing to dive out of sports if this goes well. And maybe
Well, if it goes well, then maybe we should stick with it.
Yeah.
How about if it goes poorly, then we you know what I mean?
Hawk,
We'll
you're going to ruin this.
All right, I'm not going to ruin this. I'm just a passenger on this flight.
This is a sports trivia quiz of the big 4 sports in the United States.
Oh, okay.
So we should be able to get all these.
Don't act like soccer's a big 4.
All right.
I think I might
Please.
know more about soccer than hockey right now. Because it takes me a while to get up to speed. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not certain I know much about NFL football right now because we do this before seasons start and we're so not caught up on. I mean, you guys didn't even know there were 84 games this coming hockey season.
No, not at all.
I'm still not entirely convinced that there's 84 games.
You'll let me know on the 83rd game whether you're buying it or not.
All right, so big 4.
Do I buzz in
American
or something?
sports. These are all. I did it this way because I just feel like it's easier to come to a consensus here.
Oh, okay.
So these are all multiple choice, but the first couple we should be able to get without needing multiple choice.
You know the answer, I'm guessing.
I don't.
Okay.
So this is just on a website how stuff works, and you literally get to click, and we all find
I
out
got
together
you.
if we
Okay.
got this right.
All right. I'm ready.
Which MLB player has the most career home runs in league history?
Which MLB player has the most career home runs in league history? Well, it was Hank Aaron, but did that record get broken?
It did.
Barry Bonds.
Barry Bonds?
Barry Bonds?
Yep. Barry Bonds.
Final answer. It is Barry Bonds, by
Yeah.
the way. Barry Bonds is the correct
Man,
answer.
come on with
He-
it, man. I'm ready for
he-
this.
He broke Hank Aaron's record?
He did.
So we got them both there. I think that was like we showed sports like excellence.
Oh, man. We're ready. I'm locked.
You don't remember that? Barry Bonds breaking the record? I brought it up on the show yesterday when we were talking about moments from sports in the last decade or 2 decades that you remember. And I mentioned to you, like, I remember
Well,
sitting
if I don't
down-
remember it from yesterday's show, how do you think I'm
He
going to
did mention
remember
it.
that moment happened?
Yeah, I don't really listen to when you talk.
Which NHL legend holds the record for most career goals in league history?
The boy with the missing tooth.
Is it Ovechkin?
Yep.
Ovi.
Ovechkin. That is correct.
Yeah.
Game time.
Yeah, I mean, is this even entertaining when I'm Rain Man of sports?
Told you the first couple are very easy.
All right,
Which Major League Baseball franchise has the most World Series titles
got to
in
be the Yankees,
MLB
right?
history?
Yankees.
Yankees.
Yankees is correct. 27 World Series titles. Haven't won one since 09, you bums.
They have 27 World Series titles.
27.
That's
Holy
crazy.
mackerel!
Yeah. Which Major League Baseball franchise has the second most World Series titles behind the New York Yankees?
Got to be the Marlins with 2, no?
Mm-mm.
Dodgers.
Yeah, it's got to be the Dodgers.
Yeah.
The Dodgers, locking that in. Dodgers.
Because with Brooklyn and then LA, yeah, I'm going to say the Dodgers.
That is incorrect.
Incorrect.
Yeah, St. Louis Cardinals.
Oh.
Cardinals, yeah. Whitey Herzog.
Which NBA legend scored more points during his career than any other player?
LeBron.
I'm going to say Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
LeBron surpassed everybody.
Oh, you're right. I think you're right.
It was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, LeBron James.
So I'm stuck in the past, which makes sense because that's all the stuff that I like. I
Mhm.
listen to 70s on 7, 80s on 8, and Crowder knows the current stuff.
Yep.
Because I thought it was Hank Aaron. I thought it was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So, yeah, I like this.
Which NFL franchise has the most Super Bowls in league history?
That has to be, is it New England? Because you want to say like Green Bay or Chicago, one of the original teams, but
Just to go back, like the Vince Lombardi era.
Steelers?
might be the Steelers. That might be a good call, Jimmy.
I think I'm gonna ride with Jimbo.
I'm going to ride with Jimmy on that one. Steelers.
It's a tie between the Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I got them both. That's amazing. I am Rain Man. Not the Rain Man murderer that you thought it was about. The Rain Man.
You're the one at the bar that couldn't get the girl.
Yeah.
Which NFL legend?
No, he got the girl.
No, he didn't get.
Yes, he did.
That was a weird get.
What do you mean? She was looking to get with someone?
Do you remember when they got to the room? What happened?
Well, he was a little out of practice. He was a Rain Man.
Which NHL franchise has won the most Stanley Cups in league history?
Boston Bruins.
Bruin, one of the big six. Bruins, I go
Canadians?
with.
It is the Montreal Canadiens.
Jimmy is Rain Man.
They've won 24 Stanley Cups in team history.
Jimmy literally texts us all day, all night about sports that's going on. So he's good at this.
He's really.
I don't think you've gotten one wrong.
I think I did get one wrong.
I don't think you did.
If you got to the room, it would have went the same way it did with Rain Man.
Which NHL franchise won 4 consecutive Stanley Cups from 1980 to 1983?
4 consecutive Stanley Cups from 80 to 83. I don't know.
Flyers?
Bruins.
You guys don't remember when the Panthers were potentially flirting with a three-peat. We kept pointing back to this one team that did it in the early 80s.
No.
The New York Islanders.
Ah, the Islanders.
They won 4 in a row?
Yeah.
Damn.
Which MLB legend was the last player to hit over 400 in a season?
That was Ted Williams.
Pete Rose?
Ted Williams. I mean, Hawk.
Oh,
Probably having in like the 60s.
I was about the yellow Zuna.
Who's the only pitcher in MLB history to throw a perfect game in the World Series?
Randy Johnson.
No, that was, I know the guy's name. It's multiple choice. Give me the
Jim Bunning.
No.
Sandy Koufax.
No.
Roy Halladay.
No.
Don Larson.
Yep. Don Larson.
It is Don Larson.
Yeah.
Sandy Koufax. That's a good one.
Yeah. Should have been Yuri.
Amen.
You're going to know this one, Hawk. I know you
right.
are. Which NBA draft bust was picked number 2 overall by the Portland Trailblazers in 1984
Bowie.
and taken ahead of Michael Jordan?
Sam Bowie.
Sam Bowie.
The Detroit Pistons drafted
Darko Milicic. Any Detroit draft question is going to be Darko.
Which NBA legend has the most NBA Finals victories of any player in league history?
Bill Russell.
Oh, that's a good one. Because Bill has 12 championships or something like that? It has to be Bill Russell.
I'm going to say Bill as well.
It is Bill Russell.
Yeah.
Bill Russell. Now it gets difficult.
All right. Well, we only have like 1 minute.
Which man holds the NHL record for most goals scored by a rookie in a single season with 76?
Eric Lindros.
The great one, Wayne Gretzky.
It is not Wayne Gretzky.
Oh, that's a good one. Matt Tkachuk.
Teemu Salan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My favorite Timu.
Which college did NBA superstar LeBron James play for?
He didn't.
Man.
Little trick question.
Trick question.
St. Mary
Wow.
St. Vincent
I
High
like that.
School.
And finally, which NFL team was the beneficiary of the Music City Miracle, which took place during the
Tennessee
2000
Titans.
NFL
Tennessee
season
Titans. Yep.
Against the Bills.
against the Bills? Not bad.
I have to tell you, I kind of feel good about us as a sports show
Mhm.
because I would not have prognosticated it to go this way.
Hawk, you killed that thing, son.
Like, honestly, you guys got the current questions, anything Ted Williams related. I got we're
Did you go to
kind of
middle
a fearsome foursome here.
You went to middle school with Ted Williams, right?
I may have. That was all right.
That was fun.
That was kind of impressive, though, right?
was.
Because people think we don't know anything about anything.
Yeah. We'll do geography next week.
Yeah, could you do you know where Argentina is?
Chile.
What does that mean? That you're just naming a different country?
Uruguay.
But you think Argentina is in one of those countries?
It's right next to Chile.
Oh, I got you. Okay. Yeah.
And Uruguay's on the other side, and it's right there in South America.
Yeah, it's very good because I wasn't certain. You know, Solana was saying, can you believe he was watching these videos from Barstool and it was like, young people who don't know geography. And he's like they didn't know where Argentina was. And I'm like, I'm not certain I know where Argentina is. I had to figure out, is it in South America? I wasn't even certain.
It's where Solana's from.
Crowder, yeah, it's cute. Crowder's well traveled though. Like he should have a good grasp on geography.
Stop it! Did you hear what
I
he said
know,
about
no,
London?
Solana, I appreciate you, Solana.
Oh,
Thank you.
stop! He said
I'm
London
well-traveled.
Fletcher. He was going to play in the country of London Fletcher.
What an iconic quote, man.
That was all right. 4:00 hour is coming up. That was very good. Problem is, can we replicate that segment? Because there's only so much historical trivia you can do.
Trust me, there's
No, we cannot replicate it because he can't even get the microphone.
He can't
Trust
even
me.
turn his mic on.
trust me, we
He
can
was
replicate
so
it.
happy with the segment that he completely lost.
Those
where he
were
was.
softballs. Like I'm coming out of the gate
All right.
strong
Oh,
next
man.
time.
Secretariat. If you haven't tried Hard Rock Bet yet, there's no better time to get in the game than right now. In fact, there's a match coming up in about 13 minutes, so you can get in on the action. We're at the win or go home stage. You've got what, France and Morocco? I mean, that's coming up. I mean, you want to get in on it. Hard Rock Bet is Florida's only legal way to get in on the action. So sign up with Hard Rock Bet right now. Place a $5 bet. If it wins, you also score $150 in bonus bets. So you got a winning bet, extra $150 to bet with. That's how you get the party started. Payable in bonus bets, not a cash offer. You bet a player prop before the game. Time goes by. The match is in the 60th minute. Maybe you're waiting for that one moment to win your bet, and then your player gets subbed off. If you think your bet's over, it's not. On Hard Rock Bet, your bet stays on thanks to Super Sub. If your player is subbed off, you still win if their replacement fulfills the bet. Same odds, same payout. And then if you bet on a soccer match that ends 0-0, sometimes that's a tough watch. That's why on Hard Rock Bet, they have no goals, no problem. If you bet on a team to win in regulation and the match ends scoreless after 90 minutes plus stoppage time, you'll get a bonus bet back up to $250. So when the goals go missing, your bet doesn't. Check out No Goals, No Problem on Hard Rock Bet today. Betting the world's biggest soccer tournament is better with friends. So if you already have a Hard Rock Bet account, refer your friends and you'll both score a bonus bet up to $50. That's up to $50 for you and $50 for them. All starts with you downloading the Hard Rock Bet app right now. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
This is Hawk, Crowder, and Solana.
Everything that comes out of my mouth is generally wrong.
WQAM broadcasting live from the Ed Moore Sawgrass Auto
Yes, sir. 4:00 hour, and we will begin with the stock market report that is sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE, 1-800-747-3733. Dow Jones up 139 points today. S&P 500 up 60 points, and the NASDAQ up 336 points. That's over a full percent, so not a bad Thursday in the markets. And your world football scoreboard right now is brought to you by your local Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks is truly unmatched for every match, with 29-degree drafts of Michelob Ultra, spicy margaritas made with Casamigos, and unrivaled views all tournament. Twin Peaks eats, drinks, scenic views, and the tournament is underway. What do you know, Solana, for the scoreboard?
France with a dangerous cross header at the goalkeeper, and the Morocco keeper is able to make a save. So first 5 minutes, France with the first big opportunity to score.
0-0. What are the ticket prices like for the Norway-England match?
I do know that since the U.S. was eliminated and since Portugal was eliminated, overall ticket prices have dropped a large percentage. Again, overall, I haven't looked.
But it's not like you can waltz into Hard Rock Stadium or Miami Stadium, what they're calling it, for not a pretty penny.
Right. I'll double check what the ticket prices are like right now. But my guess is you got to pay a couple G's to go watch England and Norway here in Miami.
Morocco's little outfits are terrible.
Their little outfits. Okay.
Yeah, little Christmas trees are terrible.
Oh yeah, what are they? Red and green?
Red and green, yeah.
Their flag is red and green.
Yeah, I don't like
garbage.
All right. Let's see. Tickets July 11th. Norway versus England. The cheapest ticket right now is $2,657 to sit row 26 in the 300 level. That's over 1,000 less than the Colombia-Portugal game, which was a group stage game. So you're getting to watch a quarterfinal game for around $3,000.
Crazy.
I mean, Norway's been one of the best.
No, they're fun. They travel.
Teams.
They travel well. They're fun. It's. I mean, listen. It's still like you say. You're at a stage right now where you're getting to see high drama, so you ain't walking in for a couple bucks.
Yep.
Yeah. France putting that pressure on them. Full court press. I love it.
My guess is they were heavy favorites coming in. I didn't check the odds.
Has to be, right?
Yeah. I mean, Morocco's in the semifinal in 2022.
No, I get it, but France was the favorite coming into the tournament.
Yeah.
Did you end up betting it?
Yeah. I got
Who'd you
France to
bet?
win it all. France.
Oh, you have France to win the entire
I think
tournament?
I got plus 600, 700. This is
France.
weeks ago.
France right now is minus 185, so it's probably about what it opened at.
Yeah.
Morocco plus 550.
That's probably the biggest favorite in all these quarterfinal games.
For sure.
Maybe Argentina, Switzerland, maybe, but Argentina taken to the absolute death versus Cabo Verde, and they were massive favorites in that game. And then
Argentina
is
minus 150. Switzerland is plus 500.
All right.
So
Similar.
huge favorite. England minus 115. Norway plus 300. Spain minus 160. Belgium plus 450.
I might take a flyer on Switzerland because two games where they're the better side, Argentina. It's not close. But
they're getting lucky to come out of there with the dubs.
They've been exposed 2 times where they're giving up goals, and Switzerland proved against Colombia that they can defend well. They're on another level than Egypt is, I think, in terms of talent, and they actually are going to be able to put pressure on Argentina. It just seems like at some point your luck runs out.
But then again, you could also look at it and say, when you have Leo Messi on your team, your luck doesn't run out.
Yep.
It doesn't ever run out.
That's
you
fair.
have it forever as long as he's there. All right, let's do headlines. Rod Allen is going to join us this hour. We'll talk some Marlins baseball with him. Headlines brought to you by Doral Kia in Miami. At a Domino's game, you'll find your abuelito, and when you want a low price, you save with your Pricito. Save now with your Pricito at Doral Kia.
I'll just revisit that Raptor story because it is breaking news. The Raptors releasing a press release that their trade with the Clippers for Kawhi Leonard is being put on hold because the NBA league office informed them that as a result of that ongoing investigation involving the Clippers, they would assume the risk of any potential outcome of the investigation impacting Kawhi Leonard. So I don't think it's a big surprise.
It doesn't look like this is going to stop the transaction. It looks like Toronto is saying, hey, NBA, hustle this along, give us a decision, and then we can move along with our lives.
Yeah.
Why doesn't the NBA tell whatever firm that they hired, independent firm that's investigating this story, hey, we need an answer?
Well, that's not how
here.
investigations work.
Well, it can, right? As a league office.
If there's a million depositions to be had and a million notes to go over and like to do a thorough investigation, you can't go into it with, oh, we think this is the truth and we'll now prove the truth. You almost try to do the opposite. You try to prove the opposite of what you believe.
No.
Right, but what if it carries over into next season? I mean, you can't.
No, I got you. There's a reason that you want to have a quick resolution. Obviously, the Heat would have benefited from a quick resolution, but in all these investigations that are meant to be thorough, the last thing you want is to come up with a resolution and an edict, and then 3 months later find out new information that because you rushed your investigation, you didn't have all the information, and now you're stuck with a verdict that either is wrong or needs to be revised, but you've already said, hey, the trade's gone through and here's what we're doing.
Yeah, and to Hawk's point, they're not worried about the NBA schedule. They're worried about getting the investigation right.
Yeah. I mean, it really, when you look at it, if you're talking about actually circumventing the salary cap, which is there for a huge reason, parity, right? So if you're talking about a team actively circumventing the salary cap, it's one of the biggest issues that a league can have, that and gambling. You're talking about bending the rules to make it an unfair advantage or disadvantage if you're betting against yourself or your team. Like, you're really talking about the integrity of the league.
Because that wasn't the whole conspiracy back in the day, like when Shaq was here, Mickey Arison is like, I don't know. I used to remember reading that, like Mickey Arison's giving him Carnival Cruise Line money underneath the table to keep him here.
Yeah, I mean, all that stuff is obviously applicable when you look at business owners who have multiple business interests, and then all of a sudden an athlete has a vested interest in one of their other businesses. Like, yeah, you can look at it and say, well, that doesn't seem fair. So yeah, I don't think that it's unique that team owners try to circumvent the salary cap, just like I don't think it's unique when Stephen Ross tried to meet Tom Brady on a boat. And I don't think it's unique when there's tampering before the legal tampering period. Like, but when you do find it and it's provable, you have to take it with the utmost seriousness.
And they have to prove that they're doing something.
That too.
They can't be the NCAA right now looks so dumb. Like, it looks silly because they have no control of anything. You have to prove that as a league, I can take things into our building and make something happen. They have to prove their worth.
But not just to prove their worth. They've got 30 billionaires who are supposedly playing by the rules. If I'm a team that thought I had a chance at Kawhi Leonard but couldn't afford him, and then I find out one of my competitors really wasn't able to afford him either, but they did something outside of the rules, I'm an owner. And I'm going, hey, what the hell are you doing, Adam Silver? Like, for college football, you almost have to do it because fans and, everyone's involved. You're talking about owners not being able to acquire possibly one of the premier talents because they were playing by the rules and finding out that one of their compatriots wasn't. That's the real danger there is you have to answer to the other owners.
And the apron stuff that I don't even understand, Solana. You tried to explain it to me. The first apron, second apron, all these aprons. I don't know. I cook without an apron. I don't know what it means. I can shoot somebody some stock in one of my other companies to get them to my team, and I can keep it under the apron. $20 million to Steve Ballmer is nothing.
Nothing.
We found out, going back to the World Cup, Christian Pulisic, remember, he leaves the game early, USA versus Belgium. And then after the game, one of his quotes that was pulled and just went mega viral, everybody's reacting to the quote. He was asked about the injury, and he said, "Y'all have time to rest up now and get better." It was reported yesterday by The Athletic that he sustained a bone bruise and a microfracture in his lower leg against Belgium, and he's going to end up being sidelined for a few weeks.
Yeah, I don't doubt, by the way, listen, his performance was awful. And his performance throughout the 10 years that he's supposed to be the star component of USA, it's never really been the most fruitful. But that guy wasn't dogging it out there in the second half or after the injury. Like he came out of that match. There's no way he's coming out of the match because he's playing poorly. He wants to be in there. He was obviously injured. We know now it's a legitimate injury. But I don't think that's where the criticism was coming from. The criticism is from the results. And obviously he's saying I have to rest, but whatever. I didn't think it was the worst thing.
Landon Donovan.
Up.
Yeah. Oh, he lit him up.
Well,
Harley Lloyd did.
They were all lighting his ass up. But Landon Donovan's take on the injury itself was, you'd have to kill me to get me off that field. And while I understand that mentality, right?
You have a microfracture. First of all, I was watching him, and I'm yelling, he's got to get him out of there. Because he couldn't walk. And you end up doing more damage when you're down 2 goals.
Yes. You're doing more damage as a player who cannot move and has a microfracture in his foot that he shoots with. You do more damage to your team staying in the game. I don't know. I understand crushing Christian Pulisic. He didn't do anything the last 6 months coming into this tournament. Literally had 0 goal contributions in Italy in the Serie A with AC Milan coming into the tournament. He gets to the tournament. He didn't play in the Gold Cup last summer because he wanted to be healthy for this tournament. Plays a half, gets hurt, comes back, doesn't play well. Never had like that one beautiful moment for USA in this World Cup. Like, it was wildly underwhelming. But people that were crushing him for the injury,
right? And he wasn't coming out of the game because like a cramp.
He didn't cramp up and say, "Hey, take me out. I'm good."
Yeah.
It was just silly.
He was trying to gut it out. Dude had a microfracture. That's not easy. Like there's a reason. But I think, again, the greater criticism is the stars for all the different countries. Mbappe, unbelievable tournament.
Yep.
Messi, unbelievable tournament. My guy, Erling. Yeah, unbelievable tournament. Like, and then you get to Pulisic. He did nothing.
Yeah.
He's
microfracture.
No.
I mean,
but he's that guy for USA.
But the reality is he might be the best player for USA.
That's what I'm saying is he hasn't looked like the best player for USA.
He hasn't.
He's not on that level. You're correct.
He's not even close to that level. And he's still the greatest US soccer player for me in the history of the game when you consider what he's accomplished at the European level. But he's not even close to the Messi, Mbappe, Erling Haaland level. Like, he's just not.
You got to throw Harry Kane on that list.
And Harry Kane.
Look at you guys, man.
Yeah.
Holy. Throw Harry Kane on that list.
Let's do a trivia. Do a trivia. Soccer trivia. Come on.
Who won the first World Cup ever?
Uruguay.
Look at that, man.
Yes, I knew that. I died on Friday night one time. Saturday, 14 tackles, 2 sacks, interception, ran back for a touchdown.
You had more microfractures than interceptions.
I actually did.
Cham Sharania was on NBA Today. Quote, on teams and suitors attempting to contact LeBron James. Some of them have been able to send a voice note to LeBron James via Rich Paul. Send it to Rich Paul. That makes its way to LeBron James.
That's the way to do it, man. I told you I watched that quarterback show. And it was who was it? Kirk Cousins that was sending it. Who's the coach of Minnesota?
Kevin O'Connell.
Kevin O'Connell. Yeah, sending voice memos. Voice memos. That's the way to go.
I hate voice memos.
Yeah, but that way I don't have to risk you answering the phone. But I get to leave you a voicemail essentially without the risk of me actually having to talk to you. I send you a voice memo. I cut out the middleman of the risk.
But I hate it. I hate when people send me voice memos. Now I got to listen to them, and now it's 4 minutes long because you're just on a monologue. I hate them.
I'm going to send you a voice memo right now.
I'm doing it. Hey, crap.
Yeah, I'll send me a voice memo. It's going to get left on red.
Maybe try clearing your throat every now and then. You sound very gurgly this segment.
Hey, big head. Finally, guys, have you heard of this cyclopsoriasis?
No.
So there's a foodborne parasitic illness.
I didn't know that was the name.
I probably botched it. Cyclopsoriasis.
Psoriasis is a skin disease.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this has to do with ass. Cyclopsoriasis. Foodborne parasitic illness. It causes explosive diarrhea.
Yeah.
And apparently, like in big cities, especially New York, they found several cases. And in a lot of cases, people haven't even been traveling out of the country. So you can't blame it on the water in Mexico. This is just a foodborne parasite that's going around right now. But Taco Bell has responded, and at several locations, they've reportedly taken lettuce, pico, and guacamole off their menus amid the outbreak.
And I saw people tweeting about it. How about this? Because it's obviously it's passed through these vegetables that aren't washed properly. But I saw someone tweeting about it, like, amazing. It's not the meat at Taco Bell that was causing this. It's the vegetables.
Explosive diarrhea.
I love that because I'm a huge fan of complete evacuation, and I don't care how you get it.
I've had this my whole life. People are just getting this?
Nah, bro. I read one person that had it, and it's not like, oh, my stomach hurts, let me go to the toilet, and then, you know, what happens. It's like you look down and like you didn't know it was happening.
Man, it's grown people boo-booing down their leg.
Wow.
Boo-booing down their legs.
All right.
Ain't no way.
I don't mind.
You feel it coming. You feel the gargle, something. I don't believe this.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Marlins play tonight. 6:40 p.m. is your first pitch. Marlins on deck get started at 6 o'clock with Steven Strom. Then Jack McMullen and Rod Allen will have your call.
Rod Allen's going to join us in the next segment.
Yeah. I see him right now. He is connected. He's in the booth.
I do see him over there. Look at that.
LD Park.
Yeah, he's ready to go.
All right. Your weather in South Florida right now, it is 90 degrees, which means the roof, I imagine, will be closed tonight at LD Park. Tonight, the lows are going to be.
You keep calling it LD Park, huh? I haven't bit, but I'm going to bit. No, I'm going to bite.
You're going to bit?
Nobody calls it LD Park, do they?
No, they do.
No, they don't.
LD? Everybody calls it LD Park.
Who? You goofball friends and all your little
ask
buddies?
Rod. I guarantee on the broadcast, LD. They're at the LD.
We're keeping the roof closed at the LD tonight?
At the LD. Yeah. Everybody calls it that. All right. Yeah. I think I heard Peter Bendix call it that a couple weeks ago. That weather report is brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting. Storm season is coming. Make sure your home is ready. Get your free roof and window estimate today. Visit tornadoroofing.com.
France and Morocco 0-0 in the 22nd minute. Rod Allen, Marlins broadcaster, is going to join us in the next segment, so do not go anywhere.
If your garage door is outdated, damaged, or not hurricane ready, don't wait. Call Allied Doors. We are in the middle of hurricane season now. You can protect your home and upgrade your home with Allied Doors. They've been serving South Florida since 1966. That's 60 years of trusted family-owned service. They're the best. I am a customer for my personal home, for my wife's investment properties, and I'm telling you, if I'm calling you out, I'm calling you out. But you know the neighbor I'm talking about. If I'm not calling you out, that has a beautiful home, well-kept yard, and the garage doors are garbage. Don't be that person. Call Allied Doors. Huge in-stock inventory, same-day service, custom impact-rated doors that are built to protect and upgrade your home fast. And the LiftMaster openers, I didn't know till I started dealing with Allied Doors. I thought every garage door took 60 seconds to come up, and they were loud, made all the noise. LiftMasters are quiet. They are the best, and they're built to perform. Call Allied Doors today, 954-942-8550. That's 954-942-8550, or visit allied-doors.com. You mention this ad, tell them Crowder sent you over there, and you'll get $300 off. We're going to watch out for you, give you $300 off to protect and upgrade your home. You got to call Allied Doors today. The number again, 954-942-8550. Don't wait. Call Allied Doors today.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Man, ain't nobody worried about no damn Ian Ingold.
Sha la 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 la. All right, Rod Allen's going to join us here in 1 second before we get to Rod. I want to remind everybody we've got this what are we calling it? A soccer swag bundle.
Yeah.
By the way, Mbappe missed a penalty kick.
It was saved actually by the Moroccan goalkeeper. A great save, guessed the right way, caught it.
You would imagine Mbappe coming to take a penalty kick. You assume France is going to be up 1-0. They are not. 0-0, 32nd minute.
A lot of people who perhaps had a wager or two on anytime Kylian Mbappe goal scorer who are sweating this one out now.
A little angry now. Yeah. Anyway, the soccer tournament's going on. We're giving away a soccer swag bundle valued at about $300 from Sinbad Sports in the Coral Ridge Mall in Fort Lauderdale. Your code word today is KIT, K-I-T. Text the word KIT to 20357. That's 20357. If you want more info, you can go to WQAM.com. It's a text contest. Message and data rates may apply. Do not text and drive. Rod Allen, Marlins broadcaster, is on the Toyota of Hollywood hotline. He is at Lone Depot Park. We see the Miami Marlins radio network sign behind him. Have you ever heard Lone Depot Park referred to as LD Park?
Never.
All right.
Who was dropping that over there? That's Solana?
That's Solana doing that.
No, never heard that one. And I don't know if that's going to stick either.
You're not going to adopt it for your broadcast?
No,
You're not going to call it the LD?
I'm with you, Hawk. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I'm not going to roll with it. I'm not going to roll with it.
Not going to work. What is going on with this Marlins team? There is something special about this team. And when it first started to percolate in June, maybe you looked at it with, a leery eye. Hey, it's just a hot streak. All of a sudden, we're at July 9th. They are winning at an incredible clip. They are looking good in every facet of the game. So what are we to take away from this roster? Is it this good that we're seeing?
I think you should take this team seriously. There's no doubt about that. I played for a Hall of Fame manager, Sparky Anderson, and he always said that when you got to July 4th, if you were in contention, you knew the kind of team that you had. They have a good team. It's a young team. It's an unproven team, but they beat some really good pitchers. They run the bases well. Sometimes they make mistakes, but they defend up the middle. They've got a really good up the middle with Marcy and Lopez and Otto. Otto and the kid that just came up so they're doing a wonderful job up the middle. And I think that's part of what makes this team so successful. They got a young coaching staff. They work hard. They practice hard. And now it started to spill over into the clubhouse. These guys have a lot of confidence right now. Every day they come to the ballpark, they're going up against one of the best pitchers in the league tonight. And I guarantee you in that clubhouse, they're thinking they're going to beat this guy.
And you jumped on with Strami yesterday and talking about it. Like, does Joe Mack make that big of a difference? Like, it's one play, it's a catcher. He's back there behind the plate. Like, he's made that big of a difference on the team and in the clubhouse.
He really has. I'm not know so much about the clubhouse because he's young, and he's one of those guys that you'll see him, but you won't hear him. I mean, he's very mature for his age, but he doesn't talk a lot. He's one of those guys that's very humble. He knows what his place is, and that's a wonderful place for a young rookie like Mac. But he's already thrown out 17 base stealers. That's the most that's in the majors. He's only been here for a hot minute. So there's a lot of guys that have done it longer, but he is so efficient. He's quiet behind the plate. He can call a game, which he doesn't have to do, but he has the ability to do that. His glove is very quiet, and the pitchers just love throwing to him in the opposition. They will not run on him. He's kind of shutting down the running game. So he's very special. And when you start to look at teams that are built to win, you kind of start with that pitching staff and the catcher that's handling them. And he has all the attributes to be a really, really good catcher. I mean, we've had some good ones here in Real Muto. Charles Johnson was an outstanding catcher out of Miami. Of course, Pud Rodriguez stopped over 1 year, and he was tremendous. But this guy, I mean, they're starting to mention his name in the same breath as those gentlemen.
Are the Marlins ahead of schedule when you think in totality of what the Peter Bendix era was supposed to look like? He's hired, I think it was 2023. So we're in the third season now of the Bendix era. Would you say that they're ahead of schedule, or is this what we should have been expecting maybe from this ball club at this point, where last year the way it ended was great? There was a ton of momentum coming into this year, but now it looks like, they've kind of jumped into this category where they're one of the best teams in baseball. And truthfully, I wasn't expecting that at all this season in the Bendix era.
Well, Peter Bendix will tell and different. He feels like he had a team that will compete this year. What he has done in the 3 years that he has been here is nothing short of spectacular. I mean, first he tore the entire thing down, and he brought in some players from other teams, players that were good players but weren't getting an opportunity to flourish where they were playing at. He brought all these hot shot prospects here. He brought in a new coaching staff. Gabe Kapler has been tremendous behind the scenes, but he's really not behind the scenes. They've got some really bright men here, and then they put the right people in the right place, and you create a culture for these guys to get better, and they're getting better. I mean, you look at their facilities in Jupiter, and you look at their facilities here at this ballpark. I mean, if you're a player, there's no excuse for you not to get better when you have what these guys have at your disposal every single day, and they're continuing to find more and more players. It's not just these players in the big leagues. They've got some really good young kids in the minors too that we're going to see soon from some of these trades they made. But nothing short of spectacular what Peter Bendix has done, and you're starting to see other teams kind of do what he did at the trade deadline, kind of try to tear it down without a total rebuild and bring in a whole new fresh face. It's like a new organization.
And my son, I'm up here in Fort Myers right now at a perfect game tournament with my son.
Yeah,
he plays baseball.
What position?
He's outfield. He can play first and third. He don't play in the middle, but first, third, and all the outfields. But my whole thing, and I just say, hit that damn ball, son. When they pitch that ball, if they you hit that damn ball, they've been hitting the ball for the Marlins. Are they hot right now, or do they have consistent hitters? Because I know Otto, I know X, they're gonna hit their ball, but like now Stowers Stowers did his thing last year and he's coming on. Are they a good hitting team? Because I think overall, let me know if I'm wrong, I think hitting that damn ball is the main thing on good teams.
Well, it's hard to hit. It's never been harder to hit major league pitching than it is today. I mean, I think the major league average is right around 230. We've got two guys that are hitting 300 in Lopez and Xavier. You also have Hicks that has taken another step. You mentioned Stowers. These guys put the ball in play. They know how to put the ball in play. They're trouble for the opposition at the top of our lineup. And every now and then the bottom of that lineup, whether it be a Casey or whether it be a Conine or whether it be a Harry Berto, who's just been going off, he really extends this lineup. He got some good players. I'm telling you, they've got a lot of guys that didn't really get an opportunity to play where they were before because they were playing behind really good players. But here they're not playing behind those players, and these guys are getting an opportunity, and some of them are running with it and taking advantage of it, like Hernandez and Otto Lopez.
Rod, is there a weakness? We were talking at the beginning of the show. I was listening to Brendan Tobin before us, and we were saying, like, they don't really seem to be showing a glaring weakness right now. A lot of times you can look at a club and say, if they got this corrected or if they address this. So what is the weakness right now with this ball club?
Well, I think they can use another bullpen piece. I mean, a really good one at the back end. I mean, that's what I'd be looking to do. I mean, I'm not Peter Bendix, and he's a lot smarter than I am, and this is way above my pay grade. But I'd be looking to add maybe a rotation piece because you just don't know what Meyer's going to do down the stretch. You don't know how much you're going to have to protect Yuri down the stretch. You know what you're going to get out of Sandy, but by and large, you got the other guys that have been mixing and matching in the rotation. So I may even gamble and go out there and try to find me a starter out there, that guy that has an expiring contract you don't have to pay a whole lot of money to, and you're not afraid to let him walk at the end of the year. And they probably could use a little bit of sock over at third base, some right-handed sock. So if they have those three guys walking through the door, man, in the next 3 weeks, I mean, I think this team is there to stay. I'll tell you this much, the teams that play against us and listening to their managers and their coaches, it's nothing but respect for this group now here. It's a different team. This is not the Marlins that have been here forever. This is a different kind of group. And Peter Bendix, man, he's a pro's pro. He knows how to run an organization. He reminds me a lot of David Nabrowski.
What about the loan zone?
Oh,
you like the loan zone?
No, no, not yet. No,
man.
I mean, stay with me. He had me on a couple times. I roll with you. You never know.
No, don't roll with him. Don't
roll with him.
Hey, I want to say it today because I had a chance to do it, man, for so long. You guys, we were talking the other day. You're talking about Yuri and the perfect game and different things like that. And I want to talk about Justin Verlander for a minute. I mean, I had a chance to watch just about every last one of this dude starts from 2006 until 2018. What a beast. I mean, this guy was cut from a different cloth. I mean, all the Cy Youngs, the World Series championships, the no-hitters, Kate Upton. I mean, you can go a lot of different places with this dude, man. He was awfully special.
You buried the lead. That's
Yeah,
who
man,
I would
I'm
have
serious,
started
man.
with.
This dude, you know, and I had him when he was a baby, man, and he didn't like people, and people didn't really like him, man. He was a gangster on the mound, man. He would start at 92, 93. He'd get all the way up to 100 in that first inning if you made him, but if you didn't, he'd just sit around there 95, 96 until the ninth inning. I watched his first no-hitter against Milwaukee. The second to the last pitch he threw to J.J. Hardy was 102 miles an hour. He was 100 pitches in already. But that's different. 200 innings every single year. And I also saw Randy Johnson. So I saw some really, really good ones. But Justin Verlander, man, he should be a unanimous pick. And I'm glad he's going to the All-Star game. But just what I mean, to watch something like that for that many years, every fifth day, and you be the analyst to do that. It's just remarkable. Miggy was on that team too. So I mean, and even one of your guy was on one of those teams. Brad Penny. You guys like Brad Penny?
We love Brad Penny.
Brad Penny was on one of those teams in 2011 at the Tigers.
Verlander, best pitcher you've ever seen?
Oh, it's between him and Randy Johnson. I mean, it really is. I saw Randy win 4 Cy Youngs in a row. I mean, I want four straight Cy Youngs in Arizona. Randy Johnson won. And the Diamondbacks were not really a great team. I mean, it was like an expansion team. But Verlander is probably the best right-hander that I've seen. I mean, there's been some good ones, and I know there's a lot of guys out there, and Clemens and all the special guys that had good careers, but backseat to nobody. I mean, he was a dude. I mean, his guy.
Hold on, I got to ask him something because he's talking about Detroit there for a long time.
Yeah,
and I'm from Chicago originally, so I'm partial to deep dish pizza.
Yeah.
Detroit style pizza, is that on top of your list? New York style, Chicago style?
I'm not really a Chicago style or New York style, but I like the thin crust. I'm not a real big deep dish kind of guy, but I kind of like the thin crust. And if they got it at those facilities that have the all the meat and all that stuff, I'm trying to stay slim at my age and whatnot, and work on my cholesterol and all those things. So I can't eat too much of that stuff.
Rod, you old talking about cholesterol, man. What about the Miz, that little young pitcher? Can he keep you can't throw 104 forever. Like, can he keep that up?
See, I give you an example of Justin Verlander and then today's pitchers. And even some of our pitchers fall into this category. Yuri, the first pitch that he going to throw on Saturday is probably going to be 98 miles an hour. Verlander, he would be 91, 92 until you hit it. And then he would show you 95, 96, 97. These kids these days, I mean, Wade lead the dugout. They're all throwing 100 miles an hour. I don't know if Mizorowski can keep it up. I sure hope that he can keep it up. But I know that every time he pitches, everybody out there, all the analysts, they all talk about the possibility of him getting injured. And I don't like the way that they talk about that, but that's just the nature of our game when you have a guy that throws as hard as he does. But he is a wonderful, wonderful pitcher.
As long as we're talking pitching, and we're up against a break here, and I know you got to get ready for a game tonight. I was outraged that Yuri Perez got pulled after 7 perfect innings. Your take, I mean, you played at the highest level. To me, the notion of stealing, and I get it. I totally understand why. The notion of stealing an opportunity to do something that almost no one does in history, yeah, I thought was a bad look. What was your take on it?
Well, it's a bad look. I mean, there's no doubt about that. The look didn't look good, but I probably would have given him one more inning and then gone from there. I do know exactly what this organization is about and how closely they watch their pitchers, and on times they talk to their pitchers about the game plan beforehand. And I think that maybe was discussed that Yuri's going to be right around 90 when he got there. Clayton McCullough took him out of the game, but Clayton didn't feel good about that decision either. But at the same time, as a manager, as a coach, the last thing that you want is a pitcher to get hurt on your watch. You don't want it, and you just have to protect some of these guys from themselves. I mean, the last 3 days, though, there's been other no-hitters. You see the dude, Jared Jones, yesterday had a perfect game in Pittsburgh, but he just came off the injured list, so they shut him down. And then you had Cease. They were thinking about shutting him down, but he finally gave up a hit. But it's just a different game these days. Every now and then you'll get a guy that they'll give an opportunity to go for a no-hitter, but I would have allowed him to go back out there for at least the 8th inning and see how that would have went.
I mean, back in my day, Louis Tiant was throwing 350 pitches a game, Rod.
Yeah, they don't make them like that anymore. They don't make them like that. And he was throwing them from all different angles and everything. You know what I mean? He was fun to watch.
He was fun to watch.
El Tiante.
You ever seen his wind-up, Crowder, Louis Tion?
I don't know who you're
You
talking
got to
about.
educate him, huh? You got to educate these young guys, man.
He
I
said,
know
you know,
Randy Johnson.
Rod said he's getting older and he's got to watch his cholesterol. So I'm 56. This is how I really recognize that I'm getting older. The other night, I ordered Flanagan's, and instead of getting French fries with my chicken Philly, I got coleslaw. All of a sudden, as I got old, I like coleslaw. Do you like coleslaw?
I don't eat much of coleslaw, but I do like salads and different things like that. And I have changed my diet a little bit as I've gotten a little bit older, but I like it. It makes me feel better when I eat clean and different things like that. It just makes you feel good.
I'll tell you what, add a little coleslaw to the diet. Your broadcast will never feel the same.
The hell with coleslaw, Rod. Don't let him do that to you.
Rod,
hey, real quick, at the perfect game, is there certain things? As I know how the game is when you get to those perfect games, they look for the spin rate, they look for the arm speed, they look for the speed and all. Everything is measured. Everything is measured. So you're telling your son the right thing, man. Don't miss them fastballs. If you don't ever tell him nothing else, don't miss those fastballs, because if you can't hit the fastball, you'll never get here. You got to hit that fastball.
I appreciate
Don't miss them. Don't miss them.
They give me a hard time, Rod, because I coach from the stands on my daughter and son.
I tell him, you got to let the coach.
No.
You can't be the dad coaching from the stands, superseding what the actual
but if you
coach.
go coach, get out in the dugout. If you want to coach,
there you go. Get the dugout.
But Rod, I know he's about to throw this outside curve.
And
outside curve.
Oh no!
I tell him what ball's coming.
You gonna get kicked out.
Yeah.
They gonna kick you out.
You're gonna
get kicked out.
You're gonna be sitting at the Applebee's with me. And
you yell curveball. One of these kids ain't gonna be listening to you. They're gonna throw a fastball inside and smoke somebody. You better be careful.
Rod,
I'm the best dad. I'm a passionate dad.
Listen to him
That's
tonight.
okay. That's okay.
Right here.
Yeah, listen tonight.
104.3 FM WQAM 640 first pitch from the LD.
I thought you weren't gonna go there.
I was throwing him a little bone. He felt a little left out here at the end.
He don't talk very much either.
From the lone what?
So I don't
The lone zone.
The lone zone. We'll see you, Rod.
All right, thanks, guys.
There you go, Rod Allen from Lone Depot Park. You can hear the game tonight right here on 104.3 WQAM. 5 o'clock hour is coming up, and we'll have the headlines for you. We'll keep you updated on World Cup action. France and Morocco 0-0, 49th minute right now. They're in 5 minutes of stoppage time in the first half. So do not go anywhere. 5 o'clock hour is coming up. What happened?
My screenshot left me, but my screenshot is back, son. So I gotta tell everybody that you're celebrating.
What does that even mean? My screenshot left me.
80 years isn't easy, and Ed Moore's has been family owned and operated for 80 years. They're celebrating their 80th year anniversary, and you know how they're doing it? Ed Moore's is going to give you special deals on these new EVs, man. Cadillac figured out the electric car. I'm telling you, my wife has one, and you can go to Ed Moore, Sawgrass Cadillac right now, and you get that Cadillac luxury. Check out the all-electric 2026 Cadillac Optic, and you can get that vehicle for just $349 a month, or the all-electric 2025 Cadillac Lyrics for just $369 a month. They've been family-owned and operated for 80 years. They know how to take care of their customers. That's why their phrase is backed by Moore's. You have to have Moore's in your back pocket. I'm telling you, my entire driveway is backed by Moore's, and it's special, it's different, and it's something that you need to have. So don't miss out on the 80th year anniversary saving. Go see my friends at Edmore Sawgrass Cadillac. They're the 6-time dealer of the year. Sunrise Boulevard and the Sawgrass Expressway. Once you get off, you can't miss it. You're going to see the beautiful lot. You're going to see the beautiful vehicles. You're going to go in there and meet the amazing people that my man Chris Atkins, the GM over there, has everybody lined up to help you out. You have to get to Edmore Sawgrass Cadillac. Go to EdmoreSawgrassCadillac.com, and you got to be backed by Moore's. Went from the trade-in to the sale to the lease to the service. It happened last week. I brought it up a couple times. My tire was going flat. I didn't even know it. I'm in Bradenton, Florida. I'm with my son at a baseball game. My tire's going flat. I'm getting texts. I'm getting emails. I'm getting all this stuff. The service department's calling me because they know my tire's going flat, and they're like, "Hey, bring your car in, and you need an oil change as well." They are backing you, and you need to have everything backed by Morris. EdmoreSawgrassCadillac.com is the website. You got to get backed by Morris. Click EdmoreSawgrassCadillac.com.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Baseball.
Here's
Right there. 5 o'clock hour. Right there. Probably want to jump right into headlines here. We're starting the 5 o'clock hour a little bit late. Went along with Rod Allen there. So headlines are brought to you by Doral Kia in Miami. At a Domino's game, you'll always find your abuelito. And when you want a low price, you save with your Pricito. Save now with your Pricito at Doral Kia.
I'm mad about something, Hawk, and I
You
want
are?
to share it with you.
All right.
Yesterday, I think it was during the 5 o'clock hour, but maybe earlier in the show, we discussed the halftime performance that was announced for the FIFA World Cup final. And the halftime performance was a very long list of names. Justin Bieber, Shakira, Madonna, BTS, and then like 3 or 4 other performers as well. So it clicked to me. Well, if you had one halftime performer,
too.
Coldplay,
Yeah.
like if you had one person, okay, they go up there, do a little 10-minute set, and then they walk off. There's 15 people on this halftime set list. How could they fit 15 people into a 10-minute performance, which is usually the halftime is 15 minutes long? These mother bleepers continue to mess up the beautiful game.
Don't tell me the halftime is going to be 30 minutes.
30-minute long halftime. From 15
and hydration breaks, too?
And hydration breaks.
Wow.
Come on. It's entertainment. Y'all are silly.
The entertainment is the soccer. How would you like it?
Kicking the ball backwards 100 times?
Soccer, yes, that's right. The most most highly rated sporting event in the world. Yes, the soccer seems to work without the concert in the middle of it. How would you like it when you go to see Beyonce if they take a 30-minute break to play a soccer game? And then we go, oh, well, it's entertainment, Crowder. It's sports. Just enjoy it. I mean,
this is America. Freedom.
Ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Freedom.
Absolutely maddening to mess with the beautiful game in this fashion. You're trying to find the best soccer team nation in the world. Let's change the rules for the actual match that determines that.
So why do y'all not get upset at basketball or football games, but now it's soccer and it's a big problem?
No. What if the basketball game, if the NBA Finals, halftime was 45 minutes in the last game of the NBA Finals?
More rest for the players. Come out and have a good second half.
Okay, so you don't mind rules and standards. Whatever. No, you don't.
We are entertained, and they make $60 million a year because of our entertainment. That's what I know.
No, I get that, but there's a past of how you do things, right? So we're entertained by basketball. Generally, what's the halftime? 18 minutes?
Yeah, 17, 18 minutes.
So if you're saying, again, the NBA Finals only, halftime is 55 minutes. You're cool with that?
Yes.
Okay.
I just
as long as you're consistent with it, as long as none of that bothers you. Hour and a half, 90-minute halftime.
You can't have 4-hour halftime. You went from 17 to 60.
I'm asking if there's a limit. You said nothing bothers you.
I'm just saying, like the money that's made, now I'm watching Amazon Prime and all this crap to watch basketball. They are monetizing this game. Understand that it's a business and a sport. It's sport, and I want to see the best players play, and we're watching the best players play. But it's also a business, guys. Stop complaining about hydration breaks and halftime.
No, but again, you're very concerned about big businesses making more and more money.
That's all it. That's why it's free market, Hawk. You taught me this.
Oh, I'm not arguing why it happens. I'm just curious why you're so interested in NBC, Fox, Amazon making more money than they already have.
I'm not interested in it. I just can't,
like you are.
I can't complain about it because I understand what this is. Oh my goodness. They're giving the guys time to take a break so we can hear about Pepsi. Yeah, because Pepsi's paying them $1 billion. Let them pay. That's why they make $50 million a year.
Figure out how to make it in 15 minutes like you do the rest of the soccer games in the world.
I watched 50 Cent hang upside down in halftime, and I loved it.
Not only that, but it's supposed to be an 11-minute halftime show. There's 14 entertainers a part of this halftime show. Like, how entertaining could that be?
Madonna can't perform into the groove. She can only do groove.
She can't even into.
Just stupid.
Coldplay's not going to have time to do clocks. They'll only be able to perform. Well, bad
Watches.
example. Bad example. Bad example.
Have to do watches. They can't even do clocks.
How old? Celebrity birthdays, real quick, because we're out of time. Real quick. Celebrity birthdays, I'm going to give you a little quiz. We did a quiz earlier. How old do you think Tom Hanks is today?
Oh, Tom Hanks is 60.
70.
Woo!
Looks good for 70.
He does look good for 70.
70. How about Fred Savage? Do you know who Fred Savage is?
No idea.
He's the little boy on Wonder Years.
Wonder Years.
The original Wonder Years.
Oh, he's older than me. He's 48.
50. Fred Savage is 50. Alec Ingold.
Waste of contract.
Who's he with now?
The Chargers.
Oh, that's right. He's
Yeah.
back with
They brought him
Mike
out there.
McDaniel.
32.
30. All right. The rest of your headlines?
The Marlins are going to play tonight.
Today
6:40
is
p.m.
National Sugar Cookie Day, by the way. It's an underrated
wow.
cookie.
I love sugar cookies.
I know. It's underrated, though.
Yeah.
You want a hot take about sugar cookies?
All right.
You know how people go to Publix, they swear those chocolate chip cookies at Publix are the best cookie at Publix?
No one swears that.
I
No
do.
one's ever said that.
No, the sugar cookies are 1,000 times better.
Well,
Yeah.
that's my hot take. But everybody swears by these Publix chocolate chip cookies.
Nobody does
which
that.
are great. Nobody does that.
Nobody does that. I had a child.
Yeah.
Granted, he's 22 now. But when we went to Publix, he would always get the sugar cookie.
Well, no, they would give you the chocolate chip cookie.
No,
That's what you did
get,
as a
no,
young kid.
you get to choose. They have
They-
chocolate
they have
chip
little
and sugar
cakes.
cookies.
Everybody I've ever met in my entire life
No.
growing up in South
When's the
Florida,
last time you took a kid to Publix
I've
to get
never-
a free cookie?
I don't have a child.
That's why I'm telling you, no one swears by the chocolate chip
But
cookie.
I was a
You
kid.
can't make a baby.
I was a kid closer. We'll see about that. I was a kid closer. I'm closer to the age of being a kid.
Correct.
And have memories of being a kid.
I got you.
Growing up in Miami with a Publix.
Right.
Every single kid would go to Publix
No,
with
they
their
wouldn't.
parents for one reason. And that one reason was to get the free
sugar cookie.
chocolate chip cookie.
Solana.
Nobody got the sugar cookie.
I have a 6-year-old.
Mhm.
He gets the sugar cookies. He asks for the sugar cookies.
Every
he gets
kid
the
does.
sugar cookies.
Every kid does.
You want to know how to make a baby?
That's a different show.
I'll text you.
I'm good on that. The Marlins play tonight. The Kawhi Leonard trade is on hold if you missed that story. And there's really no update on LeBron James.
Nope.
Nothing. There are certain reporters out there, like credible reporters, who are putting out that he's going back to Cleveland. But that to me almost seems like they're just guessing he's going back to Cleveland and they're putting out those reports. And it sounds like, but like nothing from Shams, nothing from Rich Paul, nothing from any of the top reporters.
It just makes sense.
It makes sense,
Cleveland
but
makes sense.
also Miami does as well. I mean, if you're believing what Rich Paul is saying is important to LeBron, Miami makes sense. It does. If it's all about
wants to compete.
lifestyle, no, but lifestyle and happiness. That's what he said. It's why he wants to take a minimum contract. Lifestyle and happiness. You're telling me you're not going to be happier in South Florida than Cleveland?
No, and I'm with you, Hawk, but he's from Cleveland. He went back to Cleveland.
But I'm just saying they both make sense. I'm saying they
Yes.
both, if you look at what Rich Paul is saying is important to LeBron, you can make a case for Miami and Cleveland.
I know. I'm with you. I can make a case for both of them, but I would bet money on Cleveland.
I would too.
Yeah. Is it not a little ridiculous, though, that we've gotten to the point where LeBron wants to pick a spot based on the golf that he can play? I mean, either you're all the way in on being an NBA player or you want to golf and retire.
You're gonna put the you're gonna put the hammer down on
Jesus
LeBron and his effort in professional sports.
I mean, I'm researching the best
you're
golf
s-
courses in Cleveland
you're
to
seeing
find
that.
out how they compare to Killian Greens. Like, what are we doing here? Either you want to play basketball, you want to commit to being an NBA champion again to win your 5th ring so that you have the exact same amount of rings as Kobe and one less than Michael Jordan. Fine. Then pick the best scenario to put you in a position to win a title. But I have to keep hearing about the best places to play golf for the greatest basketball player, second greatest basketball player of all time, because he has to.
But
no
one has said that he's looking for a great place to play golf.
I don't know.
That has never come out of anyone official associated with LeBron. People are doing that on Twitter, but they would do that with James Harden in strip clubs too, and I don't think that ever officially came from his camp. So I don't think golf courses are actually part of the parameters.
Well, Rich Paul said it. Like places where he can play golf indoor or outdoor.
Well,
like
that kind of covers every place in the world.
Let me tell you this as well. LeBron can get on a plane at 6 a.m., be to South Florida at 8 a.m., play around the golf, and be back to Cleveland by 4 in the afternoon. Like it's 2026, bro.
It's an expensive round of golf, though, man.
He doesn't care. He's a billionaire.
Just commit to the Heat. I mean, what are we doing? Golf. Can play at the Biltmore every day. Beautiful there. Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
Oh, I can take him to Weston Hills if he wants to go, but yeah, I don't know if that'll get him to the Heat.
Nice breakfast at the Biltmore too, if he likes breakfast.
It's a great spread at the Biltmore.
And he can get the chocolate chip cookies at Publix because we know he likes a chocolate chip cookie. All right, anything else?
Your weather, it's 90 degrees in Miami. By the way, France-Morocco is still 0-0. Kylian Mbappe did miss a penalty. It's 90 degrees or was saved. In Miami, tonight the lows are going to drop into the low 80s. That weather report is brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, replacing roofs, roof repairs, maintenance, and hurricane impact windows and doors. Visit tornadoroofing.com.
Mike Cunio from CBS4, a man who has probably never eaten a sugar cookie and certainly would not allow anyone to take a free cookie at Publix. He is going to join us in the next segment. I want to tell you first about Doral Kia. If you're looking for a low price, you know you always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia. You could take advantage of your Pricito right now on popular new Kia models like a Sportage, Sorento, Telluride, K5, Soul, and more. Don't wait. Hurry to Doral Kia today. You don't want to miss your chance to save on a new Kia. And Mitchell, the Kia boss who runs things down there, he and his entire staff will take great care of you. The Hochmans, we bought a Kia K4 for our son from Mitchell and the staff there at Doral Kia, and we do feel like they took great care of us, and they will you. Easy financing, fast service, the best value for your money. You always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
But now I've got an entire squid and quail egg in my mouth.